we'll be down there in a couple of weeks.
They will.
3 weeks.
Do we have a bye next week or an open
Yeah,
day?
open week.
So 2 weeks then.
Next Friday, then that next Friday will be Walters at Cordell, and the last week, November 5th, we go down there to Mangum. Mangum and Hobart play tonight. Mangum might dance on top of Hobart.
Oh my. I'm looking at these boys here, trying to figure out how their record is the way it is.
They got a good record though. They were
They're like 500. They're not great. I mean, they're big.
well. I thought it's a good thing it's homecoming. Might get us a little
Distraction.
up if they're playing all week long. So
Hey, did you see, Darlene, how bad it looks with the window?
I couldn't even see through it a while ago.
I know.
With that sun, as soon as that sun goes down, and Chad said, "Oh, that plexiglass windows are terrible things."
They're super dirty.
Well, we could sit up here in this platform. No.
Yeah, let's climb up there.
Yeah. Let the camera crew come down here and be inside. I don't think so.
I wonder if I could get something to clean it from the concession stand.
Well, don't see any cans down here or anything.
I keep saying we need to bring our own, and I keep forgetting.
Nothing in that far from. Now, if they've been cleaned, it's been a week or two.
How do you get to these places over here to park?
If you can get through the gate down there, there's a road behind the press box there.
Oh.
Hi there.
Hey, you got the commercials playing? Get Space Border?
See if commercials are playing.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
I hadn't hit the space bar. I got new commercials were on there. So.
Okay. Oh, were the wrong ones on there still?
No,
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything, and they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, when you need appliances this year, come to Cordell and Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, your Whirlpool appliance dealer. Washers and dryers, there's microwaves and stoves, refrigerators, freezers. Whirlpool is the absolute best. And Terry and Sarah service every doggone thing they sell. Always the lowest possible price, the best in hometown service. Whirlpool from Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It ain't hard to find. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Where people come first. It's not just a slogan, it's how we do business. Bank of Western Oklahoma is as traditional as you know us to be, as strong and as stable as you trust us to be, and easy to work with as you need us to be. Come bank with us and experience the difference. 6 convenient locations in Cordell, Elk City, Weatherford, Gary, Visay, and Woodward. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Listen, friends, if you live in Ouachita County, getting a Cordell Beacon every week is a must. Be sure and get your copy. Get all the news from Cordell and other Ouachita County communities. Keep up to date on school activities. And check the ads from Cordell merchants and from other communities in Ouachita County. A long-time, very important part of Cordell and Ouachita County, the Cordell Beacon. Get your copy soon.
The fish are taking the bait. You want to know what they're hitting on? Stop by Vintage and New Tackle in Hobart, Oklahoma. When it comes to catching the big ones, Vintage and New Tackle have all your sporting good needs. They carry all the latest lures, fishing poles, tackle boxes, and carry live bait. Vintage and New Tackle also has boating supplies, your one-stop shop for all kinds of sporting goods. Vintage and New Tackle, located in Hobart, Oklahoma. Look for them next to Molly's Donuts in Hobart.
The service department at Wheeler Ford in Cordell offers what you expect and deserve. Now, our service department does the job right the first time. You know, inventory's low right now, but if you tell David or Tom what you want in a new or pre-owned vehicle, if there's one available, they'll find it. In tough times and good times, Wheeler Ford is here for their customers. Wheeler Ford in Cordell, your kind of dealership. And we need an experienced technician. Call us at 580-832-3313.
My name is Jordan Benway, and I'm a proud graduate of Altus High School. When deciding where to start my college education, I wasn't sure where to begin. After searching and realizing that the option to stay in my hometown to receive an associate's degree at an affordable cost was available, I knew Western Oklahoma State College was the place for me. With over 20 degree programs, schedules that fit your needs, there is an option for everyone. Call 580-477-2000 or visit WOSC.edu to get started today. Your future starts here.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in Western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Ouachita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting edition of Cordell Blue Devil football, live from Apache, Oklahoma, where the Blue Devils will take on the Warriors in this evening's matchup. How you doing this evening, Dudley?
Great. I'm ready for another big ball game for the Cordell Blue Devils. Blue Devils in their white uniforms with blue trim, and Apache in their black uniforms with orange trim. Going to be a good night down here at Apache. This is Homecoming 2021 for Apache.
Homecoming 2021. They have their fans on the field with their spirit line, waiting their football team to come through. Same thing with the Blue Devils here on, if that's the West, that's going to have to be the North.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
So we're looking right into the sun as it goes down. And one thing that's difficult to beat, no matter where you are on the planet, Western Oklahoma puts on a good sunset. Big, wide open skies.
It's beautiful tonight. And some clouds popped up in the west just a little before the sun set, so we were looking right into it. But as that sun goes down, it's going to cool off and be a great night for football here at Apache.
All right. The clock's showing about a minute and a half before the game officially gets kicked off. Both teams waiting to come out of the locker room and get this thing started. Blue Devils coming off of a victory last week. Hard-fought victory last week. Won that one 36-14 going away toward the end of the ball game. Tightly contested game, most of it. Blue Devils pulled it off in the end.
It was a great ball game, especially if you want to win your homecoming game. And I was talking to one of the coaches before the game. I said, go ahead and spoil Apache's homecoming tonight.
I win 2 homecoming games this year.
Yes, I'm all for that.
And I know most coaches, they give you the company line. Oh, we love homecoming. We love the fans. We love the tradition. We love the families. I have not met one coach in person who likes homecoming, primarily because of all the distractions that go along with it. I can remember a few years ago we came into it was Watonga. Watonga was sitting at 5-0, and it was homecoming, and the Blue Devils were sitting at like 2-2, 3-2, barely a winning record. And the Blue Devils went on a 9-minute opening drive, rammed the football down Watonga's throat, and took the lead and never looked back. 20-0 lead at halftime. And then they did their homecoming procession, so there was no time for, making adjustments or anything like that because all the star players were in the homecoming line. And Blue Devils end up winning that one, going away like 30-6 or something of that nature.
And, of course, we're sitting on the north side, on the Watonga side, and so we've got their press box crew and coaches and all their fans. It was not a happy side to be on unless you were a Cordell fan.
Yeah, they were not a happy group of folks during that ball game, after that ball game, or anything. So as we look into this one, we're hoping for the same kind of results, hoping the Apache Warriors have somewhat of a distraction going this weekend, and the Blue Devils come in and play their best football and walk out of here with another homecoming victory.
Well, with the way the Cordell Blue Devils play, if everything's on, they're clicking like number one all the way through. And I told Zane from the week before the homecoming game, I said, you take back 2 or 3 mistakes, and it's the team with the fewest mistakes will win the ball game.
That's normally how it goes, and just a handful of mistakes the week before in another homecoming game.
Yeah.
It's is this the 3rd week in a row we've played homecoming?
Yes.
4th homecoming overall, because we were Burns Flat Dill City homecoming, we were Minko's homecoming, we were our own homecoming, and we're now Apache's homecoming.
Yep.
And
what a nice night to be here.
What a nice night to be here. Blue Devils line up to receive the kick, so they'll kick first in the second half. And that may be the smallest group of Apache Warriors out there right now, because the guys standing on the sideline over there are significantly bigger than those on the field at the moment. Blue Devils back to receive. Field looks still in good condition. I think they got a little more rain out this way over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, they did. So.
It's still more green than brown out here.
And this is a north-south field, so Apache's kicking from their own 40 on the south end to Cordell back on the north end.
Right then, here come the Blue Devils waiting on the kickoff. Here's the kick. Line drive kick, angling toward the out-of-bounds marker, and first kick of the game goes straight out of bounds, didn't even bounce in bounds. And the Blue Devils will have the ball 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line.
Oh, there was 3 wasps in here.
So Blue Devils 1st and 10 from their own 35.
There's 3. How long is one? Mike doesn't need one.
Apache defense takes the field. Not just real big. And in times past, we've come down here, and these boys have been big. Not as big as they have been in the past. Blue Devils break the huddle, come out 2 wide to the left. Single setback behind Walker is Larson, 2 wide to the right. There's the snap, looking to hand off right off the left side, and it is stacked up immediately, nowhere to go. And probably about a 2.5-yard loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down and long. We didn't get much movement along that front line at all.
Not a lot of movement. He ran into a wall and tried to work around it. There wasn't a lot of going, but I imagine Apache has seen some film on Cordell, and they knew that was going to be the play.
Yeah, that was one of those that they were in the backfield almost ready to take the handoff before we were. So Blue Devils have the ball on a 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13 from their own 32-yard line. Backfield in the gun, 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Handoff straight off the right side. Larson finds a little bit of a seam, and we see our first little bit of laundry for the day.
Yeah, there's a flag over in the backfield on the right side, so we'll see what that is.
He's calling holding against the Blue Devils.
Thank you. No problem. No problem.
Yeah, Blue Devils penalty there. Now, if you decline this, it's probably better for you as a team because right now it is 3rd down and long, about 3rd down and 12, but they're going to take the penalty yards and back it up. It'll still stay 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd and let's see where the down markers. This is the closest the down markers have been to us all year long.
You bet. Right here, handy.
Yeah, so 2nd and about 22 is what I'm looking at. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Single setback in the gun behind Walker is Larson. Looking to pass. He's looking at that swing pass. Feels some pressure and now throws it away. And it is incomplete. And it's just as well. That was well covered out of the backfield. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 22. He was looking further downfield, but the protection broke down. He just had to get rid of the football out wide to the right.
Yeah, he was under a little pressure, got rid of it, overthrew his would-be receiver out of bounds, which was the safe thing to do.
Yeah. And earlier in the year, he would have tried to do something miraculous with that, and instead of he didn't ended up losing big yardage there. So throwing it away is better than eating a big sack.
McCade's done so well this year, and he's learned every ball game.
3 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Single setback in the gun. Going to roll the pocket and pick up a little extra protection. Walker throwing deep to the outside. It sails high. No good. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils will be punting.
Good plan right there, but the defense from Apache was on top of that, and so it just safely goes incomplete.
Yeah, that's another one that if he throws it in reach, that may get picked off, and we might be hearing the Warriors fight song right now, because that would have been a pick 6 most likely. And so we have Gage Miller back to kick. He's had a pretty good year. There's the kick. He gets it off straight up in the air, fielded at the 49 and wrapped up immediately, brought down at the 50-yard line by Blaine Larson. Blue Devils, great on return coverage. The Warriors will take over just on the inside of the Blue Devil 49-yard line, on the Blue Devil side of the 50. And they've done this for a couple of years. The line comes straight to the line, the backfield and the skill sets, they go back to the huddle. 1 wide to the left, 1 wide right. 2 in the backfield right behind the quarterback under center. Quarterback sets a man in motion. They're going to try to seal this edge. Blue Devils in pursuit, can't quite get to him. Blue Devils number 2, Cade Walker, on the tackle after about a 12-yard gain. Will be 1st and 10, Apache Warriors.
Down to the 34. Good carry there.
They brought that receiver in motion and sealed off the edge and then ran behind him. and he was down the field quite a ways before the Blue Devils could catch up to him. Couldn't quite get to the backside angle was Lewis Lloyd. One goes wide left, one wide right. Two in the backfield, quarterback under center, unbalanced side to the left, and that's sealed off real well. Lloyd comes from all the way to the other side and makes a hit, but can't quite make the tackle. And Apaches scamper into the end zone for their first score of the evening.
And there's a good – Lewis Lloyd hit him and spun around with him and slipped off of him, lost his grip. And that's the only reason he couldn't bring him down.
Couldn't quite get him to the ground. And let's see what we see here. It looks like we're going to see a 2-point conversion is what it looks like. Haven't seen too many place kickers this year. One goes wide to the left for the Warriors. Two in the backfield, quarterback under center, one slot right. Sets the slot right in motion. He's going to try to hold that edge, and he does. And Blue Devils on the hit, but not able to keep him out of the goal line. So at the 10:20 mark, the scoring update's brought to you by Equity Bank. 10:20 to go in the first quarter. It's Apache 8, Cordell 0.
When you need appliances this year, come to Cordell and Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, your Whirlpool appliance dealer. Washers and dryers, there's microwaves and stoves, refrigerators, freezers. Whirlpool is the absolute best. And Terry and Sarah service every doggone thing they sell. Always the lowest possible price, the best in hometown service. Whirlpool from Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It ain't hard to find. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Where people come first. It's not just a slogan, it's how we do business. Bank of Western Oklahoma is as traditional as you know us to be, as strong and as stable as you trust us to be, and easy to work with as you need us to be. Come bank with us and experience the difference. 6 convenient locations in Cordell, Elk City, Weatherford, Gary, Visay, and Woodward. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
All right, Blue Devils back. They'll be receiving the kick here. About a 50-yard drive on 3 plays for the Apache Warriors. Blue Devils couldn't quite get the running back to the ground. Kickoff straight down the middle of the field. Takes a Warrior bounce. Blue Devils field it. Danny Maddox finds, Danny Corbin breaks it off to the right side, and he's going to score. Off to the races. Blue Devils right back in this one.
Take it to the house. 10:06 to go.
He fielded that off a hot shot like a shortstop. Made a bounce to the left, and it has a touchdown. There is a flag on the play, way away from the play. Oh wow! He called.
That's a sideline warning.
That's a sideline warning. He called that.
Well.
Okay, how about them Cowboys? That's a touchdown for the Blue Devils. 8-6 at the moment. Blue Devils going for 2. Haven't had a place kicker to speak of this year. At 10:06 to go in the first quarter, Blue Devils respond, and it looks like they have the kicker set up to. And this is this is a ruse, guys. There's no way we're kicking this.
Swinging box. They got everybody on the left side and a few on the right side. Center, quarterback, and a blocker on the right side. And
there's the snap, and it's just a direct snap to Larson. Now a toss. No good.
Ooh. Good thought, good look. 2-point conversion didn't work.
So Blue Devils fail on the 2-point conversion. Apache still leads this one 8-6. Scoring update brought to you by Equity Bank. We'll be right back.
Listen, friends, if you live in Ouachita County, getting a Cordell Beacon every week is a must. Be sure and get your copy. Get all the news from Cordell and other Ouachita County communities. Keep up to date on school activities. And check the ads from Cordell merchants and from other communities in Ouachita County. A long-time, very important part of Cordell and Ouachita County, the Cordell Beacon. Get your copy soon.
The fish are taking the bait. You want to know what they're hitting on? Stop by Vintage and New Tackle in Hobart, Oklahoma. When it comes to catching the big ones, Vintage and New Tackle have all your sporting good needs. They carry all the latest lures, fishing poles, tackle boxes, and carry live bait. Vintage and New Tackle also has boating supplies, your one-stop shop for all kinds of sporting goods. Vintage and New Tackle, located in Hobart, Oklahoma. Look for them next to Molly's Donuts in Hobart.
right, we're back. Blue Devils take the kick all the way to the house. Danny Corbin up the right side.
Who?
Danny Corbin.
Okay.
Now, a few minutes ago, we had Danny Maddox running down the right side of the field.
That's what I heard, so.
And I haven't heard any negative feedback from Danny, so I don't think he listens to us much. So we're going to talk about Danny Maddox all night.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what we're saying anyway.
Okay. Blue Devils back to kick. First time Apache will return the kick this evening. Punched it straight down the middle, picked up at the 25. Trying to find a seam up the middle, finds a bunch of traffic and falls forward to the 45. So relatively short field again for the Apache Warriors. They'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 45, their own side of the 50. We like keeping them on that side of the 50. They get a little unruly once they start crossing the 50. We just got to keep them on that right side of the 50. Turned into a gorgeous evening tonight. Good night for Blue Devil football. One comes wide to the right, one wide left for the Apache Warriors. Two in the backfield directly behind the quarterback in the under center. Hand off to the tailback straight through. About a 2-yard gain. Blue Devils closed the gap there, and they're going to give him 2. It was a 45. He's on the 47 now, 48. They somehow between the time he came off the ground and the ball was spotted, he got another good half a yard.
He fell forward.
He fell forward twice.
Yeah. He bounced real well, no problem.
Yeah. So Apache comes back out of the huddle. 2 come wide to the right, 1 wide left. Single setback in the gun with the quarterback. First time we've seen this formation from them tonight. Kind of spread everything out, looking to pass. There's a short drop, short route, and receiver tackled immediately, received the ball right around the Blue Devil 46, 47, and he just keeps veering to the right. I watched this guy walk, the side judge walk from the 47 all the way over to the 46, bringing out 3rd down and 1 for the Apache Warriors. Blue Devils can get the Warriors off the field with a stop here and get the ball back. Everybody looking to the sideline for the signals.
Coach Dylan Ball is giving signals to the defense right here.
Right then. 1 wide to the right for the Warriors, 1 wide left, 2 backs in power I formation, handoff to the fullback, and he scoots through. He's going to get enough for the 1st down. Forward progress got him right to the 1st down marker, and that was just about it, though. Lewis Lloyd slams in there on the tackle, brings up 1st and 10, chains move forward. About the length of the football is about all he got, more than he needed. Blue Devils looking at 1st and 10, trying to stop the Warriors. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Looks like a power I formation or just a straight I formation. Handoff to the tailback, and he is stacked up and stuffed. Maybe a yard, maybe half a yard on that one. Blue Devils equal to the task. Be 2nd down and long for the Warriors tonight.
The ball crossed the 45, the length of the football, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's about another length of the football from that now.
Yeah.
So 2 wide to the right for the Warriors, 2 wide left, single back in the gun with the quarterback, offset to the left, fake the handoff, short pass center, and it was, went right through the hands of the receiver and falls harmlessly to the ground. Blue Devils kind of kicking himself there. He thought he might have had a pick had he been a little more alert there.
Cade Walker was within a step of picking that one up.
Yeah, so Blue Devils miss an opportunity there, but do hold. 3rd down and 9 for the Warriors. That little short slant has been there so far. They've thrown a short out and a short slant. That one just went through the receiver's hands. I think he ate too much popcorn before the game. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide left. Offset running back in the gun with the quarterback, and everybody jumps. That's going to be 5 yards. False start against the Warriors. At least that's what it looks like from the press box, and Mr. Whitehat agrees with us. He's going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 14 for the Warriors from the Blue Devil side of the 50, just right between the 50 and the 49 on the Blue Devil side. And 3rd down and 14. Blue Devils hold here. They can get off the field, get the offense back on the field, which is kind of unique, just to be honest. I mean, a small-town school like us, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the sideline, so we have 16 guys suited up. So a lot of the guys on the field right now are still going to be on the field no matter what we're playing. Quarterback looks straight back, throws deep down the right side. Coverage is there, but it's still caught, and Cameron Rivera drags down the receiver right about the 6 or 7 yard line. It was one-on-one ISO coverage out there, and it was man against man, and it was just a good throw. 1st and goal, Warriors.
Good catch. And Cameron had good defense going, and he turned in to look at the ball and actually gave them a yard.
That's what gave
distance.
the cushion. He turned his head to look for the ball.
But he could have caught it too. So,
Yeah.
he was right in the right area at the right time. So.
All right. Warriors go one wide to the left, one wide right. I formation. Offset power I formation. Quarterback, and the ball's on the ground, and it's still on the ground. Blue Devils got it. Blue Devils have it. He never fielded the snap cleanly, and it fumbled, and the center actually kicked the ball forward slightly, and a Blue Devil fell on it. So big-time play for the Blue Devils. They're deep inside their own territory, and scoring threat averted by a turnover on the 7-yard line. Blue Devils take over 1st and 10. First time we had the ball offensively. Didn't do just a ton with it. Ended up with a penalty and a couple of plays for a loss. See what we can do this time. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Quarterback in the gun. Handoff right up the middle. And he is brought down maybe after he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. They're not marking him there, though.
We're not finding any room running it up the middle yet.
Yeah, they got some heavier boys on that front line than we have on our front line. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at 68, and is that 50? And they're probably both pushing 240, 250. Some big boys. And I think if we added 2 of our guys together, we might get to 250.
You can stack them up.
So you stack them up. 3 wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Going to swing it to the right. Good lead block. Good cut up the field. He's off to the right, and down the field he goes. He might crosses the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable for the Blue Devils. Couple of first downs, and you can flip the field position. And our punter has been good enough all year. He's averaged pretty close to 35 to 40 yards a punt, which in Class A football isn't bad.
And he's been able to hit a few of them that were longer than that.
Yeah, he's definitely got the bounce on a few of them.
Hit a few of them, and that's what you want.
So they marked them a little further back than I certainly anticipated.
Yeah, they put the ball on the 10. I was looking for 11 or 12.
Yeah, I thought you got about 2 more yards than that, and it's an official timeout. They let an injured player hobble off the field. So now they're winding the clock. 3rd down and about 5, and there's the snap, and there's all kinds of commotion going on. What do we have?
Probably movement on Cordell.
I don't think he let him get set long enough, or they didn't blow it back in. Now he's winding the clock. They didn't throw a flag. They blew the play dead because the clock hadn't started again after the officials' signal. So they blew the play dead before it really got started.
We got a little better ball placement that time than when the first one was.
Yeah, I think we got a yard on the exchange there. 3 wide to the left, for the Blue Devils. Swings it out, and they were all over that. They were in the playbook, and that is not a safety. His forward progress is going to be stopped at the 5.
You got a lot of Apache jerseys saying safety. No, he's down before that. So.
And that's one of those film room recognition moments. They reckon, hey, we've seen this. We know where this is going, so here we come. So it brings up 4th and long. Blue Devils hold on the turnover. Apache had it 1st and goal from their own 7, turned the ball over on a fumble snap quarterback center exchange. Now the Blue Devils have to punt from deep in their own end zone. There's a snap, kind of slow and low. And no, they didn't get it. They only got the punter. The ball didn't get touched. They only got the punter. That's either going to be running into the kicker or roughing the kicker, depending on what they're going to call. If it's a running into the kicker, it's only a 5-yard penalty. If it's a roughing the kicker, it's a 15-yard penalty, personal foul, roughing the kicker against the Warriors, and that should, by virtue of the penalty yardage, give the Blue Devils a 1st down.
Give us a little better field position that way, too, because we didn't have a lot of room to kick it back there.
No, he didn't have a whole lot of room. Normally they have about 15 yards from the center to where he fields the ball, and I think they were lined up about 12 or 13-yard mark. So if you hit the punter, you've got to hit the ball. You can't miss the football if you're trying to block the punt. And they got straight to the kicker's body, and the ball got away. So Blue Devils New set of downs on the 20-yard line. One wide to the left. Got two wide to the right. Single setback in the gun with Walker. And that would have worked had the far right side tackle not jumped. It was on two all the way. 10 guys stayed put. And one guy jumped. But let's see. They're going to call Apache anyway.
Yep.
So that'll work out.
Yards.
Yeah, it's 5 yards. So it'll be first down and 5. Yeah, the guy lined up on the far end of the line for us. He engaged, but evidently they felt like he was provoked. One wide to the left. Got two wide to the right. Single setback is Larson behind Walker. Handoff straight up the middle, and he lost the football. He lost the football.
Ball's on the field.
Ball's on the floor, on the ground, and the white hat agrees with him. He got hit just as the handoff, and they made the exchange. So Blue Devil and Warriors trade turnovers all on one side of the field, all within 10 yards of each other. So the last 4 minutes of game time have actually been between the 5 and the 25-yard line on that end of the field.
And they're placing it, on the 20?
Looks like the 20, right at the 20.
Okay.
Yeah, ball came free. The quarterback got the ball to the running back and the tackle at the same time, and that just never turns out good.
When you see somebody going south and they turn around and look north, you know what happened. So.
Yeah, he left something behind. One goes wide to the right for the Warriors, one wide left, two backs in the backfield, man in motion, strong side to the left side for the offense. Going to fake the handoff, and he's going to roll to the right looking for his man out here wide open, and he decides to tuck it and run and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Had he been just a hair more patient, he had a tight end come open right down the middle. Blue Devils dodge a bullet there. Yeah. But good defense holding him for no gain. Actually lost about half a yard on the play.
Yeah, and then Blaine Larson said, nope, he's not going to throw it, so he got in there and made the stop. So.
Yeah. Two go wide to the left. Now we come back in motion to the other side. Two backs in the backfield, quarterback under center. There's the snap, handoff to the second man through big hole. Met by Lewis Lloyd, slings him down. Looked like he was going to get a bigger gain than that. After about 2 yards, Lewis Lloyd says, you're going down here. I've had enough of you.
He got a little Velcro on his hands that time. He's not letting go this time.
Yeah, third down and long for the Warriors. Blue Devil defense has had its moments. Gave up a big pass play on the last time we had third down. Let's see what the Blue Devils can do this go-around. Two come wide to the left, two wide right. Single setback in the gun with the quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap looking to pass all the way. It was a draw all the way. They cleared the middle, had a whole bunch of room in the middle. And let's see, did he cross? Nope, he came up just short of the goal line. He bounced his elbows right about the half-yard line. It's going to be first and goal Warriors. As a quarterback draw all the way, they just cleared out all the defenders. He took a step or two back and waited everybody to follow receivers into coverage, and he just took off up the middle.
Yep. He was going all the way on that one, kind of a little stutter step in the backfield, and then there was a wide open lane up the middle that he went around and went through.
And we have something going on here.
Official's going to talk it over.
Yeah, Mr. Whitehat.
3:17 to go in this first period of play. It's an 8-6 ball game with Apache being on top, and Equity Bank brings you all the scoring updates.
Let's see here. Mr. Whitehat's going to the sideline.
We'll talk to the coach over there.
That kid, we're trying to get a kid out of the line of sight on the camera, and he's oblivious.
He wanted to be on the film tonight.
Yeah, he was completely oblivious. All right, we've got something happening here. Let's see what we got.
Got the line huddled up now, and the backfield huddled up for Apache. So the quarterback went and talked to him.
Play's going to stand. Evidently, there was something they didn't like about that. Play's going to stand. Be first and goal from the half-yard line, basically. Lots of big butts on the front line right now. Quarterback under the center. And let's see. I doubt that's kind of what I thought they were going to do, just quarterback sneak. He only had half a yard to go. Touchdown Apache. And that'll be at the 3:11 mark. They lead 14-6 before the 2-point conversion attempt. We'll see how it goes here in just a second. They had less than a length of a football to the goal
Right.
line. It doesn't make any sense taking the ball 3 yards deep and handing it off.
Well, the field's tilted that way when you got all that meat down on that end of the field.
It's like let gravity do its work, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got all that beef down there. Might as well just let it tilt that way. 2-point conversion is about to come here. There's motion in the backfield, so that's going to be 5 yards back. And motion in the backfield. I think the quarterback in the backfield were off the snap count with the center because nobody on the line moved, but everybody in
No.
the backfield did.
They were ready to go. It just wasn't in gear yet. So.
All right, so this 2-point conversion is going to come from about the 8-yard line.
Just 5 more yards.
Just 5 more
from
yards.
the 3 back to the 8. That's no problem. So.
All right, then here we go. 1 wide to the left, 1 wide right, 2 backs in the eye behind the quarterback directly under center. And they're going to pitch it to the left, and Blue Devils are there. Blue Devils are there. That's another one of those film room looks. And that is the end of that. 2-point conversion, no good. 3:11 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils trail this one to the Apache Warriors 14-6. We'll be right back.
The service department at Wheeler Ford in Cordell offers what you expect and deserve. Now, our service department does the job right the first time. You know, inventory's low right now, but if you tell David or Tom what you want in a new or pre-owned vehicle, if there's one available, they'll find it. In tough times and good times, Wheeler Ford is here for their customers. Wheeler Ford in Cordell, your kind of dealership. And we need an experienced technician. Call us at 580-832-3313.
My name is Jordan Benway, and I'm a proud graduate of Altus High School. When deciding where to start my college education, I wasn't sure where to begin. After searching and realizing that the option to stay in my hometown to receive an associate's degree at an affordable cost was available, I knew Western Oklahoma State College was the place for me. With over 20 degree programs, schedules that fit your needs, there is an option for everyone. Call 580-477-2000 or visit wosc.edu to get started today. Your future starts here.
All right, we're back here. Apache scoring drive, about 20 yards. Blue Devils had a turnover. We traded turnovers down there. Apache had the ball first and goal on the Blue Devil 7. They fumbled the ball. We punted the ball 3 downs later, got a roughing the kicker and got the ball back, and then we fumbled the ball on the 20. And so they had a 20-yard field. Both scoring drives for the Warriors have come on a short field. One of them a 49-yard drive, one of them a 20-yard drive. Ball kicked straight down the middle. Last time, Danny Corbin returned it to the house, trying to find the lane again. Found a little bit of a lane, cuts it back up the middle, and right down to the 43. Good return for the Blue Devils. And Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 with good field position. Best starting field position of the evening for the Blue Devils. A little bit of a scrum going on away from the ball. Mr. Official let it play out and then talked to both of them saying, hey, guys, when the whistle blows, it's over.
That's right. You go ahead and have fun, but you stop on my whistle.
Blue Devils have the ball on their own 44-yard line. Haven't had much effect moving the ball on the ground so far, and that's been the bread and butter. Blaine Larson all year long. When Blaine's going well, the team's going well. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Backfield in the pistol. Hand off to the second man through. Larson has a little bit of a seam and falls head for about 3 yards after. That was the hardest 3-yard gain I think I've seen all year.
He got to the 45 easily, but he had to hammer it out for the extra yard to the 46.
So it brings up 2nd down and long for the Blue Devils. 2nd down, and we'll call it a short. I'll call it a short 8. And I don't know if there's anything short about 8, but I'm trying to paint the best picture I can here, fellas. So 2 goes 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right, 1 slot right, kind of on the wing out there. Hand off to Larson. Actually faked the handoff. He's got running room, but he's got the ball ahead, and it falls incomplete. He had this outside lane, but he had a receiver there too.
And got a little adrenaline going. That ball was a rocket now.
That ball sailed on him just a little bit and brings up 3rd and long for the Blue Devils after the incomplete pass.
Good play call and good idea right there. So.
That kid is doing the same damn thing that kid last week was doing to him. And he just needs to get after
Let's see.
One time to quit.
1, 2 wide to the right, 2 wide left. Larson in the backfield with Walker. but he stays in for pass protection. 4 on the rush. Pass out to the short side, and it's going to be complete. Well, one's calling it good, one's calling it no. And I think the one calling it no let the players on the field call it for him, but that's just me from here. think he's got a cousin over there playing in the orange and black, but oh well. That one comes up incomplete, 4th and long from the 46-yard line. Somehow we lost about half a yard between downs. I'm just looking where the ball's spotted. That's it, you know.
Because the ball had been fully on the 46. Now it's just shy of the 46.
2:07 to go in the first quarter. Clock stopped. They're saying it's 4th down. Well, 4th down. Blue Devils trying to draw them off sides. There's the snap. They're going for it. Wide to the right, and the hitch and pitch didn't quite work. He caught the ball and tried to get it to Larson on the outside. Not quite enough room on the sideline to make that work. It was the catch, so it's technically fumbled out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 Warriors from their own 48-yard line.
Yep.
And we'll stay right here because they're coming right back to action. They're already on the line. We'll get you to commercial break here shortly.
2:01 left in this first period of play. Apache leads 14-8, brought to you by 14-6, brought to you by Equity Bank.
All right. Apache breaks the huddle, comes to the line, 1 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. 2 in the eye for Apache. Quarterback under center. Yeah, and there was motion, if they want to call it. The fullback moved way early. He started off in a 3-point stance and jumped and rocked over to his right side, moving toward the line. About a 2-yard gain on the play, brings 2nd and 8.
Yeah, because the nose ball comes out and touches the 50-yard line.
Yeah, you couldn't be more on the 50 if you tried almost.
Yeah, the white stripe of the ball is barely touching the white stripe of midfield.
All right then. Apache breaks the huddle 8. The line goes straight to the offensive line, and the skill positions, what they call them, running backs, wideouts, quarterback, they go to the huddle. 2 wideouts, 2 right in the gun. Looking for a quarterback draw, and he is stacked up and driven backwards by the Blue Devils. I think they were trying to be sneaky there, and it didn't quite work. And Blue Devils come up big with a big loss on the play, about a 7-yard loss on the play to bring up 3rd down and 14, a solid 14, possibly 15. Clock's going to go with 14. So that's where we're at, 3rd and 14 for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're back on their own 43-yard line, so the defense of Cordell stepped up big time.
Looks like they're trying to settle into this one. Rivera and Walker switch places on the corner. You have 2 wide to the right for the Warriors, 1 wide left. Single setback in the gun, looking to throw all the way underneath, and I'm not sure who he was throwing to, and just to be honest, I'm not sure he knew he was throwing to.
He got that groundhog on the far side. So.
Yeah, there's a gopher mound there. He hit right on the money. Looks like the punt team's coming out, which would be, logical, but that's just kind of how it is. Midfield, Blue Devils are going to trade punts with the Warriors here. Back deep to field the punt. Looks like number 1, and that is Cameron Rivera back on his own 25 to field the punt.
So they're not really believing it's going to be a punt.
Basically. I think they're not. I think they're looking at it. Now that should be a man leaving the huddle. That's too many men in the huddle, and that's a penalty. Blue Devil rugby-style kick, punted. And it hits about the 30, takes a Blue Devil bounce back to the 33-yard line. You're listening to 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Backfield and pistol formation, 2 wide to the left, 1 coming in motion now. Fake the jet sweep, actually hand off the jet sweep. Corbin cuts it up the field. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. He had to cut it upfield. It was cut off to the outside, and his strength is his speed to the outside. They're going to call it for no gain, 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils. had a hard time with that line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 14-6 to the Apache Warriors. We'll be right back. You're listening to 107 The Zone.
Of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in Western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell, building relationships that last.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, Communities of Care.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
All right, we're back here. Blue Devils have the ball, 2nd down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils, 2 wide right. Larson in the backfield with Walker. Fake the handoff. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Trying to find some room. Falls ahead for about a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Actually, he got about 2.5 on that one. Fell a little further. Gave him a little better spot than I thought they might. So it's going to bring up 3rd and a fat 7. Blue Devils have had a little bit of problems on the line of scrimmage tonight, getting any movement, getting the defense moved off the ball.
Most of our linemen are giving up anywhere from 50 to 75 pounds. So.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. See if we move the pocket here to give Walker some more time to throw. Straight drop, looking right over the middle, and there it is, and Rivera hit hard, and he's backtracking. He was trying to get up the field. He kept trying to backtrack to make a bigger play and almost lost the 1st down. And that penalty, I think, is going to be on the Apache Warriors for leading with the helmet.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get rid of that play. They're trying to get any kind of lead with the helmet gone out of the game. And at the college level, at the pro level, at every level, if you lead with the helmet, it is most likely going to be a penalty.
But Rivera's got good size, and his defender safety a little bit shorter.
And they're going to disregard the flag.
Flag off.
And are they 1st and 10? They're going to give them 1st and 10. They're moving the chains. Mr. Whitehat says, hey, that's a 1st down. I'm not sure the side judge would have given us the same call.
I really thought they could have given him to the point of contact out here at about the 48-yard line, but then he was still moving.
Yeah, he was still trying.
Back.
He was still trying to get yards, and he was technically free from a defender. So, sometimes you just got to take what you get. Good thing, 1st down. Blue Devils get their own 1st down beyond penalties for the first time tonight. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left for the Blue Devils. Backfield in the pistol. Fakes the handoff, 2nd man through. There's the stop pattern. Rivera again with the catch. Drives forward, and that could probably be, that happened right in front of the Blue Devil bench and the Blue Devil sideline. And they didn't like when that hit came. They didn't necessarily mind the hit, but they didn't like it when it came. But that's back-to-back receptions for Cameron Rivera. Back-to-back 1st down receptions for Cameron Rivera.
Good job all the way around. Good pass, good throw, good catch.
Had a big play last week. Had the interception return for a touchdown to seal up the game. 2 go wide to the left, 1 wide right. Wide right is Rivera. Larson in the backfield. And there's the handoff right to Larson. He bounces to the right, has a little bit of a seam, cuts it back, falls forward. That's almost another 1st down. It's going to be awful close.
He got at least 9.
He got, at least 9 on the play. Blue Devils on the move now. 2nd down and less than a yard from the Apache 35-yard line. Things moving like they want them to right now for the Blue Devils. 2nd and about a yard, and probably less than a yard. Little Walker out far to the right. Maddox out wide left. There's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll. He's got some trouble, and it looks like he's going to try.
Good pass attempt.
did they wave him out of bounds? Waved him out of bounds. Good catch, but couldn't keep both feet in bounds. Walker made a good throw on the run. He's right-handed, and he was running and to his left and falling away to his left. Still got enough mustard on the ball to get it out of there. Just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. Third down and short for the Blue Devils. It's like real short, less than a yard. 9:42 to go in the half. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. One wide to the right. Backfield in the pistol. Walker in the gun. He's going to hand off straight through. Larson leans forward for about 2, and that'll be first down, Blue Devils. Chains will move again.
Move the chains. 9:37 to go in the first half with Apache on top, 14-6, brought to you by Equity Bank.
Right now we have a good sound going on. We have the Cordell Blue Devil band playing off to the left. Also, the sound of those chains moving forward. That sounds real good if you're a Blue Devil right now.
It's in my favor.
Yeah, we're working on it. 2 go wide to the left. Or Corbin and Maddox wide to the left. Walker wide to the right. Big brother Walker in the backfield. He hands it off to Larson, and that is eaten up in the backfield.
Defense saw Larson. They were going to get him this time. Nothing extra on that play. So.
Just not having a ton of success on that line of scrimmage right now, giving up a big size differential.
Well, any film you've seen, it's all Larson this, Larson that. So if they can key on Larson, they can get him. They can slow him down a little bit.
If you can slow him down, you can slow down the Blue Devils. So back to the 36-yard line. Second down and long for the Blue Devils. There's the snap. They're going to swing it out over to Corbin, and it's no good. A little bit too much and too high on that one. If he brings that ball down a little bit, he's got a few yards out there with his speed.
Yeah. Well, if Corbin was about 4 inches taller, he wouldn't have any problem. Can we stretch him a little bit?
Stretch him out a little more. If Big Brother were here, Big Brother would have been saying, I'd have caught that one. I don't know what the problem is. I'd have caught that one. Both Big Brothers, Dane and Dawson, would have been like, hey, what's your problem?
Well, Grandma Peggy's here, I'm sure, so she'll let him know about it.
2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Larson in the backfield with Walker, straight back. Larson there to protect, and he seals off a little bit. Now throwing deep down the field. He's got a man. Ball comes up just short, and there's a flag on the play because the defender never turned around.
Yeah, down to Rivera, and Rivera made a good effort to try to turn and get that ball.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I'm right, face guarding is still a penalty in high school.
Yeah, you got to look and know where the ball's at. So.
They're going to call it pass interference down around the 1. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Result of the foul is going to be a Blue Devil first down around the 20-yard line. It's not a spot foul like it is in the pros. And there it is, just outside the 20, probably the 21. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. Blue Devils moving the ball on purpose. Looks good on film. Looks good on the field. 2 go wide. Actually, we're going to send 3 to the left. Going to run a bunch formation to the left. They're checking with the official, make sure they're lined up the way they should be. 1 wide to the right. Larson in the backfield, and Apache jumps. That should be offsides all the way. And that's, Mr. Whitehat's going to go in there. Dead ball foul. Offsides against the Warriors. That's going to bring up a short
5 free yards.
Yeah, 5 free yards. Be 1st and 5 from just about the 16. Blue Devils moving to the north.
Moving with this clock stop.
North-south field. They're moving north. Go back to that trips to the left, 1 to the right. Backfield is Larson in the gun. There's the snap, looking to the out pattern. He's got some pressure, got to get rid of it. Dumps it off. He's got too much on it out there, and comes up incomplete. He had pressure right in his face. Didn't have time to set his feet and get a good ball out there. It was over one and under the other one.
He had 2 would-be receivers there.
And he had 2 would-be defenders in his face. Yes. Hard to make that throw. But it falls harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 5. Blue Devils still ahead of the chains due to the penalty.
And on the downhill side of the field, you're on the short end of the field. So let's put points on the board. 8:22 to go in the first half.
Blue Devils come out backfield in the pistol. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Going to hand off to Larson, trying to find some cutback room. And if he'd have tucked in his shoelaces, he'd still be running. A dadgum little ankle biter over there pulled him to the ground at about the 14-yard line. Third down and about 4 for the Blue Devils. He almost slipped all the way through that.
You bet. He got across the 15. He was upset with himself he didn't get more, but that's just the way he plays.
Yeah.
He wants it all now for the Blue Devils.
One wide to the left, one wide right. Backfield in the pistol. Walker taking the snap, handoff to the second man through, and he scoots over to the left, and that's going to be another 2-yard gain. It's going to come up just short of the first down from our angle, and it's going to bring up 4th down and about, and we're going to call a timeout and go to commercial. We'll be right back. You're listening to 107 The Zone.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
All right, we're back here. It's going to be 4th and about a yard for the Blue Devils around the, looks like the 13, between the 13 and the 12-yard line from this angle. 2 come wide to the, actually 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Running backs in the pistol. Walker in the gun. There went 2. They went on 2, and they're going to throw a flag. Don't know who moved first. And I think they're going to back up the Blue Devils. So they're going to call it a false start against the Blue Devils. Bring up 4th down and 6.
Now, see if Cindy Banks would have been here instead of working, that play would have worked. But
is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said, you're going to have to work 6. You're going to have a hard time driving down to Apache for the ball game. She said she'd be watching, so.
All right, then.
Penalty moves them back just a little bit, so.
Right.
You're still aiming to get to the end zone.
Yeah. And you can get a first down without getting there.
Yeah.
1 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Right now, Apache defense was in a little bit of disarray. Fake the handoff. Now we're going to throw, and the ball was batted down. A defender got his hand on the ball. It hit the ground, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And it'll bring up 1st and 10 Warriors from their own, looks like 16-yard line. Well, that's just where the line judge is right now. Where do we end up? Okay, yeah,
he's
16.
He's going to give them an extra yard maybe.
All right, 16-yard line, 1st and 10 Warriors. Again, linemen start off on the line, stay on the line.
But Apache's going to have to start deeper on an offensive drive than they have so far this game.
Yeah, their worst field position of the game starting in. There goes the clock. Maybe. There we go, 25. Having some difficulties with the play clock over there. We got it right now. 2 in the backfield directly behind the quarterback under center. Going to hand off to the second man through. Has a big hole, but it closed quickly. Danny Corbin jumped on him right in the hole. Not sure he got all the way back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him about a yard for forward progress, but Danny Corbin closed that hole. It looked like he was going to be able to run for a little ways. And Blue Devil defense up to the task on that one. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Blue Devils. 7:05 to go in the half. Blue Devils trail this one 14-6. All scoring updates brought to you by Equity Bank this year. 2 come wide to the left for the Warriors, 1 wide to the right. Brings the safety up, and let's see what they do. Then they're going to run right behind the lead blocker, and Walker, I believe, is in on that tackle right off the edge. And no, that was Maddox. J.D. Maddox on the tackle. Came off the edge, and that was just going to be a quarterback lead all the way, and he tackled it from behind after about a 2-yard gain. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 for the Warriors. Blue Devils can flip the field here. If they can stop them here, they can get fairly decent field position. Clock continues to run. One goes wide to the right, two come wide to the left. Same formation as last time. Quarterback in the gun, set back off to his right, and everybody moves. They were going to try that cheap yardage thing, and the whole offensive line moved. Let's see which way they're going to call it, though.
They were intimidated by the Cordell defensive line.
I guess so. They're trying to get an objective point of view from the other side to see who moved first. Let's see what they're going to call. They call it false start. False start against the Warriors, which goes the Blue Devils' way. It's going to bring up third down, and it looks like about 11 after the penalty. All right. They are watching. All right. So that's good. Tell your friends and tell your neighbors. Watch. Support your sponsors. If it's not for the sponsors, you're not able to hear this on the radio. You're not able to get the live stream. So give some tribute and patronage to your sponsors so they can keep bringing you these games. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide right. Set back off to the right for the quarterback. And he's hit as he throws and just, he just wheeled it out there. He was hit right as he threw the football and pulled that one way off target. And that'll be 4th and 11 for the Warriors. Punt down. Blue Devils should get decent field position out of this.
Well, send a couple in there to try to block a punt and then handle it and haul it all the way back. That's no problem.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's my game plan.
Last time they did a rugby-style kick, which basically means the punter kind of moves the pocket, and if it opens up, he's free to run.
Right.
If it doesn't open up, he kicks it on the run.
He's kind of deep in the Apache end of the field to be trying to do that, though.
Yeah. There's the 5. He's on his own 5. Rolled out to the right. Somebody left, and there's a bad kick. Oh, it was touched by the Blue Devils. And Warriors come up with it, but there's a flag on the play, and it's going to go against the Warriors. Yeah, it's going to. That's just a reflex play. It came skipping across the ground. He hit it more out of self-defense. And so this one, if that flag holds true, that's going to be against the Warriors.
It's hard to get out of the way of something like that sometimes.
Yeah. I don't understand the discussion behind it. I really don't, because he thought it was a flag to begin with. Procedure against the Warriors. So no turnover, and it's going to be half the distance to the goal, and it'll be they'll be kicking the ball again. Yeah, that ball was a bad kick. Came skipping across the ground, bounced up, and Walker just stuck his hand up out of reflex, and it bounced off him. But that makes it a live football. And the Warriors recovered it, but thankfully for a penalty against the Warriors, that's going to come all the way back. Should be about 2.5, 3.5 yards from the 15. It's going to be, about a 4.5, 5 yard penalty, 4 yards. Because inside the 20 is supposed to be half.
Yeah.
But, oh well. So 4th down and 15. Blue Devils dodge a bullet there. And he threw that flag immediately. That wasn't a late flag. He threw that flag from the get-go.
Official's still not going to let him snap this for just a second. So.
All right, and that last snap came in kind of low. Let's see what happens here. Rivera up to about his 45, the Apache 45 to field this. We have a man short, Walker. There's the snap. Good snap this time. He rolls it, kicks it, line drive kick, good bounce. Rivera fields it, bounces it to the outside and to the left, and is drugged down about the Apache 48-yard line. Blue Devils will take over on downs.
Out here at midfield.
Evetts Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Washita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evetts and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evetts Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evetts Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell.
Blue Devils break the huddle, 2 wide to the left, 2 wide right. Walker back to pass, looks at the swing pass, makes the delivery, and it's no good. It was a forward pass that should have been caught, and it just falls to the ground harmlessly, and intended receiver is getting an earful from Coach, as he well deserved. Got to catch that one. When you're the underdog on the road and homecoming, you got to do the little things right and come out of here with a victory.
Put a little stick tight on your fingers and catch that thing. So
Yeah, something. So some Hubba Bubba bubble gum, anything. Blue Devils 2nd down and 10 from the Apache 49. 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils, 2 wide right. Larson offset to Walker in the gun. High snap. Fakes the handoff, tries to keep it. He's got room down the left side and the blocker. He's scooting down the left side. He's still running down to the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. Good fake handoff. All the direction and all the pursuit went towards Larson. And Walker pulled the ball, broke it off to the left side, down to inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, Blue Devils.
That was a good play, good run down there. And you got to love it. Everybody's keying on Larson over here, and he went to the right. Defense went to the direction he was and then back the other way, and we're in good shape.
All right, then. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide left. Single setback in the gun. There's a handoff. Oof. Larson, he was hit virtually when he got the football.
Yeah.
And, I mean, anytime the ball heads his direction, he's got 2 guys coming right at him. Good game plan by the Warriors. Loss of about a yard and a half on the play.
Yeah, because wherever the ball goes, they're looking for Larson to touch it. So.
Yeah. They're going to make somebody else beat them tonight.
Yeah. Good effort, good thought. 4:35 to go in this first half of play. Apache on top, 14-6. Brought to you by Equity Bank.
Rivera and Corbin wide right. Looks like Maddox wide to the left. Handoff, second man through. He's got the edge this time. He's up to the 15, breaks it down to about the 10, and that's going to be awful close to a Blue Devil first down.
He got chased down from behind trying to get outside and where he had another blocker. So.
He doesn't quite get there. It's going to be 3rd down and a solid yard for the Blue Devils. Coach relaying his play through the quarterback. Quarterback came to the sideline for a minute, told him to play. First and goal. No, excuse me. First and I'm just way off here. It is 3rd and 1 from the 11-yard line. The clock says 2. I'm going to give us 1. Blue Devils in the pistol. 2 downs to get 2 yards. There's the handoff straight. He's going to cut her to the left, and he's going to fall forward. Let's see where they're going to give him a spot. And, yeah, they're when the flag blows, the whistle blows, you can't keep taking guys to the ground. And that's, I think the coach wanted a penalty, and I think he was rightfully protesting that one. Got about a yard on the play, brings up 4th and inches for the Blue Devils. Now, last time we faked it, we got a false start penalty and backed us up. Wonder where we'll end up just going straight at it this time.
We're in the red zone. Let's go ahead and put it in the end zone.
Now, a hole keeps opening up from where I'm standing. They're running to the right. A hole keeps opening up back to the left, and he hadn't hit it yet. There's the handoff, and he's got it to the left again, and Larson squeezes through down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Blue Devils. New set of downs.
Good run right there, and Larson kept moving a little more to the left. He got a little more room that way. So.
All right, then. So he breaks. He is just inside the 5-yard line. 4 downs from inside the 5. Hopefully, just before half, you can convert this. Clock continues to run. Blue Devils break the huddle. 2 wide left, 1 comes wide to the right. Out of a wing look off to the right end for the Blue Devils. There's a snap handoff. He bounces. Oh, he puts it on the ground and was able to track it down, though. Right as he gets the ball, he's getting hit. I mean, he's not even getting a good handle on the ball before he's getting hit. Loss of about 4 on the play brings up 2nd and goal from the 9. Rotating the plays in, Middendorf brings in the play to Walker. Blue Devils rotate, I would say a lot of guys, but it's not really a lot of guys, just the same few guys a lot.
Yeah.
So Blue Devils break huddle, 2nd down and goal from the 9. 1 wide to the left, one slot left, 2 wide right. There's the snap, looking to pass all the way. He rolls out to his right, scoots down, squeezes down. I would say he got skinny, but he's already kind of skinny. Walker gets down to about the 2.5, 3-yard line, brings up 3rd down and goal. Good play. They were looking to pass off to the left. Protection broke down. He scrambles to the right. was able to find himself some room down there to get it to right about the 3-yard line. Clock continuing to run. Rotating the play in. Clock down to about 15 seconds on the play clock. Don't want to leave too much time. If you score, you don't want to leave too much time for the Warriors. Backfield in the pistol. Walker to receive the snap. Hands off to Lart. Fakes the handoff. Looking for some room. Squeezes, stretches. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And fake the handoff to Larson. The end bit on that, and he cut back up to the left, and just tall enough and lanky enough to get across the goal line. Blue Devils close the gap, 14-12, and going for 2. Could tie this one up. Got some difficulties here in the backfield. I think the officials looking at an injured Warrior.
Yeah, the officials are stopping the clock.
Yeah, they're sending him off. They're sending him off the field. He lingered a little bit too long, injured, and the official didn't like that, and so he sent him off. And it's for the player's safety. Going to take a look at him. No player wants to leave the field.
Right.
So they just waved him off, put somebody else in. And so for the 2-point conversion, Blue Devils looking to tie this one up. 1 minute to go in the half. And looking in pretty good shape. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Oh, and there's 2. Yeah. There were 2 guys moving on that play. And that play was blown dead before it ever got started. That's coming back. Everybody needs to stay on the field because, yeah, you got to stop the play. Through the two flags before the snap, that's a dead ball. Yeah, so are they – you can't throw the flag and let them run the play. That's the flag. That's a dead ball. And, I mean, there shouldn't be any argument over it. That's just rules. Wow, they're going to – if you could see here, we had a pre-snap penalty that they let go. There were 2 different officials that threw the flags. And they let go because everybody thought it was just a dead ball. And it comes to naught, and they just pick up the flags like nothing happened.
Right, and they got the ball back down there where the line of scrimmage had been.
Yeah.
It's Cordell's ball to kick it away.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of discussion. Zane's still talking to the official.
Yeah, it's not a hard thing. It should be penalty on the Blue Devils, and they get to go for 2. That's what it should be. But it doesn't look like it's going to go that way for them.
Well,
yeah, I mean this is not a hard call.
It's still 14-12. So if they had headsets like we told everybody, then they'd know
next week I'm coming to the gate with an extra pair of headsets for the guy in the white hat. And if he'd just listened to us, he'd get this whole game right. What do you think?
I hate to tell you, we don't have a game next Friday night. You'll be standing there for a while. So enjoy this Thursday night game. It'll be 2 weeks before we have another high school game.
All right, then. Blue Devils fail on the 2-point conversion. I'm not sure who failed on that, but it's just I don't get it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys on a 4-game win streak? 4-game Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott looking as good as they ever have. Now, if you're a Cowboys fan, you're loving it, but you're just waiting for them to break your heart one more time. I called Jerry Jones for his birthday today. Asked if I could make arrangements for my funeral to have 6 Dallas Cowboys as my pallbearers, so they could let me down one more time before I left the planet.
Did he agree to it?
No, he didn't agree to it. Said I'd have to pay a lot of money for that.
Nominal fee. It's just a nominal fee.
So Blue Devils to kick off, trailing this one 14-12.
But see, I've got a neighbor down at Lake Texoma. He doesn't appreciate the Cowboys. Let's put it. I'll be nice about it. So that's okay. He's having a tough 4 weeks now. So.
Oh yeah, tough 4 weeks.
I won't talk about you, James Maddox. It's no problem. So.
Blue Devils set to kick after the failed 2-point conversion. Here's the kick. Kind of a short kick off to the side, about the 30, looking to bounce it outside. Turned back to the inside and slung down by Rivera at the 40. And everybody getting up kind of chippy. And that's just a lack of composure on both of them. I believe that's going to go 15 against the Blue Devils and give the Warriors a shorter field. You got to keep your composure. Doesn't matter what's going on.
You bet. 55 seconds left in this first half of play. So.
Okay, well, Larson's pointing as though it might go against the Warriors. And we've got a dead ball, personal foul against the Warriors. It's going to back them up 15 to the 25. So evidently the other guy initiated the problem.
Right.
And you got to be able to keep your composure, or if you don't, as an individual, keep your composure, it hurts your entire team.
Yeah, and well, you back them up 15 from, instead of being out here at the 40, they're back at the 25 now.
And since it was a dead ball foul, okay, are they going to move the chains? Yeah, okay, they're going to move the chains.
Yeah.
At first, they were going to leave these chains up here. But now it's 1st and 10 from their own 25. Now, they have hit a big pass play tonight.
Right.
And so, I mean, the guy's got the arm to get it down the field. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Safety's going to roll over here to the top to the left. I wouldn't be surprised to see them, handoff right there up the middle with everybody gone. And he is hit and brought down short of the first down at the 33. I'm going to give him the 33-yard line. 43 seconds to go. Time out, Apache. And we'll be right back. You're listening to 107 The Zone.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
All right, we're back here. We're going to bring up 2nd and short from the Apache 33-yard line. The Warriors with the football, trying to move to the east just before half. They get the ball back first in the second half. Blue Devils will be kicking to them. So if you can come up with some kind of positive scoring drive here right before the half, you can flip it 2 for 1. Blue Devils trying to keep that from happening. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Quarterback in the gun. He's looking to throw. He's flinging it downfield into double coverage, way beyond anything out there. Kid's got a pretty good arm. He overthrew that probably by about 6 yards with the flick of a wrist.
Yeah, if his receiver could have got down there, they had a lot of open room. But little adrenaline, he hammered that one on down the field.
Blue Devils disguised their coverage pretty well. It looked like he might be out there one-on-one initially, and then Cade Walker, the safety, rolled over the top of that coverage, made it a much more difficult throw. 3rd down and 2. 2 come wide to the left, 1 wide right. Quarterback in the gun, running back offset to the right side of the quarterback. And he's going to be a quarterback lead all the way. He's got some yards, and he is hit and stacked up at the 48 after the first down. And, he's all excited.
Yeah.
And there comes the flag again.
He took a swing after he got up right there. So.
Yeah, they're going to call it every time.
Yeah.
It's a composure thing.
I mean, we can see it, and he was a little frustrated. He ran into one of his own linemen when he got down the field, and that's what helped Cordell bring him down. Mm-hmm. But with 32 seconds left, that penalty goes against Apache.
It's going to be a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Warriors. And what I don't think it was much more than a celebration. It was just an unfortunate celebration that actually made contact with the Blue Devil, and it's just what it is. They're not going to put it up. So the Warriors get the ball up to the 48 and gain enough for a first down. And then after the play, it's a dead ball foul. It's going to back it up 15 for the unsportsmanlike conduct call. And let's see what they're going to end up doing with the down marker.
They haven't done anything yet, so they're still marking it down, writing it off. They don't know sure what they're going to do.
Yeah, well, when they make – I'm wondering if it's not like basketball. When they make those big calls, like officials don't like calling technical fouls anymore because there's paperwork that goes along with it. And that's what the official there was doing. He was writing down what actually happened. And so he's got to be able to justify the call.
Yeah, and he had to write it down and use a calculator from 48 to the 33. Yeah, that'd be 15 yards.
Yeah, he did pull off his shoes there and count fingers and toes, didn't he? All right, so 1st and 10, but back to the 33-yard line. 31 seconds. Clock continues to run. 30 seconds. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide right. High snap. Flings it out. Intercepted by Cameron. And he breaks it off to the left, trying to trust his speed to the outside and run out of bounds. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. That ball came in high and hot, and Rivera picks it off, and a late flag on the far sideline. A frustration foul. Again, that's probably going to be against the Warriors again.
You bet, because it was right there by the team on the Warriors side of the field on the west side there. And big-time frustration here on homecoming night for Apache.
Yeah, that was just a frustration foul there at the end. It's completely on the other side of the field, so we didn't see exactly what happened. But a lot of late activity on the sideline, in fact, well on the sideline. Officials discussing it now. Right now it stands the Blue Devils have the ball 1st and 10 on the Apache 24 with 18 seconds to go. If it is a 15-yard penalty, it's going to put it down inside the 20 for the Blue Devils. Let's see what we're going to do here. These guys have been active tonight. When I mean these guys, I'm talking about the men in striped pajamas.
They've had to compare their notes and do their calculator, get everything lined out. A lot of activity on the field for the officials and the teams that are out there also.
Now, there's a dead ball. Personal foul against the Warriors. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blue Devils. He's going to call it an offsetting penalty, and I think the Blue Devils are going to get it on the 24.
I'll take it.
I think they're going to get it right where it is.
Yeah, at the 24. Now you got an official coming over to check with Coach Trammell. So he's up to date also on what's going on.
Yeah, again, composure. I mean, it's a tough character trait to learn as a grown-up, yet alone as a high school football player running around slamming your body into everybody. Let's see what we end up with here on the result.
Just a reminder, like we were talking earlier, Cordell does not have a ball game 1 week from tomorrow on the 22nd. But in 2 weeks, we will have Walters at Cordell on the 29th.
All right, Walters at Cordell. All right, Blue Devils are going to have it 1st and 10 from their own, from the Apache 24-yard line. 18 seconds to go. Did the Blue Devils have all their timeouts? They have 2 timeouts. So a couple of successful plays. As long as you don't take a sack or turn the ball over, you have 18 seconds is a lot of time.
Should get at least 3 plays out of it easily.
Should get at least 3 plays. 3 wide to the right, 1 wide left for the Blue Devils. Larson in the backfield with Walker. Good snap. He's going to roll the pocket to the right. There's a pass deep to the out. It was caught, but it was caught out of bounds. Led him just a little bit too far to the to the boundary. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with 12 seconds. Only lost 6 seconds on the play. Good play call, good design. He just led him a little bit too far.
He had to reach for it, and it's not an incomplete pass. It's just out of bounds.
Yeah.
Good throw, good catch, just to stay a yard shorter and you're in bounds. But a good way to stop the clock.
Good. Yeah. 2 go wide to the 3 wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Same looking formation. They rolled the pocket to the right the last time. There it is. They're going to roll this pocket again. Backside pursuit. Throws it deeper down the field this time, and falls incomplete. Defender got his hands on it, wasn't able to pull it in, so it was going to be 3rd down. And that was one fast 7 seconds. Because that play,
it rolled.
Yeah, that clock continued to run. This is going to be the last shot at the end zone they have. Haven't had to use those 2 timeouts, but it doesn't much matter. And this is kind of where you set your defensive backs. You put their feet on the goal line, and, hey, anything that goes behind you is the only thing you need to cover, really. Let's see here. 5 seconds ago, that clock continued to run, which probably would have in Cordell, too. 2 wide to the right. He's going to shift his receivers. He's going to switch his slot receivers. And here comes the snap. There's the snap. This will be the final play of the half. Looking to throw all the way. Floats one down the left side. And that should be a penalty. Oh, my goodness. Wow. He got mugged down there in the end zone and no call. And that ball falls harmlessly to the ground. No penalty, and it's going to be halftime. Blue Devils lead this one trail this one 14-12. We'll be back after half.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken. Meat packs for every budget and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
Friends, when you need appliances this year, come to Cordell and Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, your Whirlpool appliance dealer. Washers and dryers, there's microwaves and stoves, refrigerators, freezers. Whirlpool is the absolute best. And Terry and Sarah service every doggone thing they sell. Always the lowest possible price, the best in hometown service. Whirlpool from Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It ain't hard to find. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Where people come first. It's not just a slogan, it's how we do business. Bank of Western Oklahoma is as traditional as you know us to be, as strong and as stable as you trust us to be, and easy to work with as you need us to be. Come bank with us and experience the difference. 6 convenient locations in Cordell, Elk City, Weatherford, Gary, Visay, and Woodward. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Listen, friends, if you live in Ouachita County, getting a Cordell Beacon every week is a must. Be sure and get your copy. Get all the news from Cordell and other Ouachita County communities. Keep up to date on school activities. And check the ads from Cordell merchants and from other communities in Ouachita County. A long-time, very important part of Cordell and Ouachita County, the Cordell Beacon. Get your copy soon.
The fish are taking the bait. You want to know what they're hitting on? Stop by Vintage and New Tackle in Hobart, Oklahoma. When it comes to catching the big ones, Vintage and New Tackle have all your sporting good needs. They carry all the latest lures, fishing poles, tackle boxes, and carry live bait. Vintage and New Tackle also has boating supplies, your one-stop shop for all kinds of sporting goods. Vintage and New Tackle, located in Hobart, Oklahoma. Look for them next to Molly's Donuts in Hobart.
The service department at Wheeler Ford in Cordell offers what you expect and deserve. Now, our service department does the job right the first time. You know, inventory's low right now, but if you tell David or Tom what you want in a new or pre-owned vehicle, if there's one available, they'll find it. In tough times and good times, Wheeler Ford is here for their customers. Wheeler Ford in Cordell, your kind of dealership. And we need an experienced technician. Call us at 580-832-3313.
My name is Jordan Benway, and I'm a proud graduate of Altus High School. When deciding where to start my college education, I wasn't sure where to begin. After searching and realizing that the option to stay in my hometown to receive an associate's degree at an affordable cost was available, I knew Western Oklahoma State College was the place for me. With over 20 degree programs, schedules that fit your needs, there is an option for everyone. Call 580-477-2000 or visit wosc.edu to get started today. Your future starts here.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.
CK Energy, we light up your life.
Equity Bank of Cordell is staffed by familiar faces, people who know you and care about their community. Equity Bank never forgets it's your money. That's why Equity Bank's team works hard to help families and businesses in Western Oklahoma with all their banking needs through rewarding and challenging times. Equity Bank of Cordell. Building relationships that last.
At
October, and state fairs coming, and our state fairs have came and gone. The county fairs came and gone. We took a bus full of kids to the state fair judging contest, took 12 students to the Tulsa State Fair livestock judging contest, had multiple animals showing at both of them. We just got home from Thomas the other night at our regional speech contest. Had a young lady place 4th in the 8th grade creed. Our 8th grade team creed was right around there, around 4th. Didn't quite qualify in those deals to move on to the state contest. And then we go on into our opening and closing ceremony stuff. and that's been a lot of fun. You know, I enjoy working with them younger ones as well as the older ones as well, but it's been a lot of fun so far, and I've really enjoyed it. And I love coming to watch football. I'm probably not qualified to be sitting up here and talking to the coaches, but it's sure been a good time.
But when you're involved in it, you're involved from top to bottom, not just in an ag class on the field, because a lot of the kids that are playing and the coaches and stuff, you see them every day working everywhere. And we try to tell them, when you see these young men and young women around town, tell them thank you, because the effort that they do represents our communities well. And I know, like I said, you've been through Burns Flat and been in Weatherford and stuff, but it's all community. And,
Absolutely.
And it's like the kids are playing. We've seen some great team efforts out of the Cordell Blue Devils, offense or defense. A lot of these kids are playing both directions. Then they'll turn around. They don't have school tomorrow, but they've probably got enough projects to work on. They'll be somewhere tomorrow working. So.
Yep. No, that's for sure. We've got a bunch of welding projects we got to get done for the labor auction. And like you said earlier, yes, we are having a labor auction. It's October 25th.
Yeah.
It's going to be at the Ouachita County Expo Center like it's always been. We're going to have calf fries and brisket and the whole shebang, and it's going to be a good time. And we're going to start it. Opening and closing ceremonies will be at 6:30 that evening on the October 25th.
Okay, that's on a Monday. That's a week from this coming Monday. Somewhere this past week, and this time somebody said, well, we got to do this, and then I think I'd go there on the 21st. On the 25th, I said, that's a Monday. I know that. I've already got it marked down in my book, because the labor auction is always a special event. There's so many things that you can go there and enjoy the meal, enjoy the kids as they are auctioned off to help and work around your projects around that you have around town and stuff. But then there's enough other things that'll be auctioned off that you can use it for Halloween decorations, Thanksgiving decorations, Christmas decorations, and there's usually a lot of nice projects that
Absolutely.
will go around in your household, your yard, whatever. What all some of the stuff that you're working on for this?
Well, you know, we've got that Gage Miller boy. He's got a couple deer feeders lined up that we've got filled, and those things look really good. And that Schmidt boy, he's got a really, really, really nice. It's a 12-foot mobile bunk feeder for cattle. It's got a hitch on it, and it's got wheels, and you can hook it up to a four-wheeler, and it's awesome. I mean, that thing is going to be handy for somebody who gets a hold of that deal. And this year we're going to do it a little different. We're going to do some things a little more fun and a little more upbeat. I'm looking forward to seeing some people's faces when we do our officer introductions there at the beginning. It's going to be a little more fun, a little more modern. And get some people fired up to do some fun stuff. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but it's going to be pretty fun.
Just say it's well worth the trip.
Absolutely.
You'll be well taken care of on the 25th, a week from Monday, at the Ag Center out there. At the
at the Ouachita County Expo Center.
Mm-hmm. So it's good. It's going to be fun. And then you was talking about you've been to all these fairs, because by the time you get everything organized to have a county fair, and then all of a sudden there's a state fair and Tulsa fair. I seen where, Jimmy Dick had some alfalfa he took to a fair, and he got some ribbons on that stuff. And I know there's a lot of competition through the farmers going, well, we're going to get our hay graded and appraised at the fair and everything, and that's always important. So
yeah, it is.
And then, have you got any kids showing livestock? I know you said you got some cattle. And
my goodness, we've got the normal cattle people are going to show, or people who've showed cattle in the past. We've got probably 4 or 5 cattle showmen, a handful of sheep showmen, and then this year we've got quite a few more people who are going to end up showing hogs. We're going to have quite a few hogs out there at the school farm. We're going to have a bunch of families feeding hogs outside of the school farm, and we're really excited about those show projects. You know, that's something that I'm very, very passionate about. I was avid in showing when I was in high school and growing up, and that's something I'm very passionate about. We are lucky enough at Cordell that we have some private donors that are willing to help out with some kids and do some things for some kids that maybe they couldn't do fiscally. And that's something that I think is absolutely awesome for those young people, and something that I have cherished a lot, going up in here. And I've one thing I will say about Cordell, and the thing that I've really, really understood the longer I've been here, is the community support and the community help. in this community is absolutely awesome, and it's something that I am so appreciative of every day. And man, it makes it so much easier to wake up and go to work in the morning when you know you got a community behind you like this one.
And when you see these kids walking around wearing their green jackets, you know what they're representing, and that makes a lot of fun. They have conventions in the city. I've worked at the Red Hawks ballpark, Dodgers ballpark and stuff, and I'm just one of the customer service people there. But when these kids are in line and stuff, I love to go up and holler at them, harass them and stuff. They're wearing their green jacket. You know where they're from and stuff. And I've contacted someone. I said, well, do you know so-and-so? And they said, how would you know that? Because I'll know the superintendent or principal. I said, hey, I know about everybody around here somewhere, so you better be on your best behavior
Absolutely.
right here. So
yeah.
It makes it a lot of fun.
And it's going to be real fun. Right after the day after the labor auction, that next morning, we're going to turn around and we're going to head to Indianapolis and go to National Convention.
New Nationals come up, and then later in the spring, next spring, you'll have state convention.
State convention, yep.
And that's where I've caught a lot of them. They'll get an evening off, and they'll come all over to the ballpark if there's a game going on.
Absolutely.
So that takes up a little bit of their time. And like I said, I love to see them because our kids, I don't care if it's in ag or in sports or whatever, they travel well and they represent the community well.
Yes, they
and
do.
You got to appreciate that effort. And without the coaches and teachers behind them, they're not going to be there. But when you see that level of it, we appreciate what you guys do to get them to that point. So
well, they know that they got some people here that are watching after them all the time, no matter what, and they know that Cordell, we hold ourselves to a higher standard than a lot of other people, and we ain't gonna put up with nothing else.
That's right. And I see them away from the stuff and everything. Hups, game's getting ready to start again. We better let you go, and Mike and I'll get back to it then. So okay, thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right, coming back here for the second half. Both teams have done their warm-ups. Blue Devils set to kick off. They received the ball first at the beginning of the ball game and now set to kick off. Blue Devils trailing this one by 2, 14-12. And right here in the middle of this scrum, they can come out with a win. Should they just kind of stay the course? They started off a little bit slow. It looked like Apache might turn this into a track meet early. Blue Devils steadied themselves, found the way to score, scored on a big kickoff return, kickoff straight down the field, down to the 20. Apache fields it, and Lou busts right through the line. Ball's loose, and Lou gets the ball.
Cordell gets it.
Ball stripped immediately.
Goes straight up in the air.
And Lou fielded the ball, and it is 1st and 10 from the 14 of the Apache Warriors. No, he's waving it off.
They're going to say he was in the grass.
They're going to say forward progress was stopped, but they did not blow the whistle till the ball was turned over. Wow. Wow.
Hey, that's deep. We'll go ahead and take it. Apache can have it on their own 32-yard line. So.
Holy cow. Well, and the fans are letting them hear it. One wide to the right for the Warriors. And pitch, he's coming to the right. Try to find the edge, cuts back to the inside, and is stacked up about the 40 and driven backwards. Be second down from there. Big momentum shift there.
Did you hear the adrenaline pumping right there? It looked like we had it back and had a big opportunity. Defense can still step it up and take care of it from here.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet. 40-yard line, second down and 2 for the Warriors. That was a good run off the right side. One goes wide to the left. 2 in the backfield, power eye look. On a hand pitch to the second man through, coming back to the end. He's stacked up behind the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He's not going anywhere. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and short for the Warriors. Blue Devil defense responds on that play well. The line comes to the line of scrimmage. Skill set, they go back to the huddle, look for their calls. 3rd down and a long 2 for the Warriors.
They may have got the length of a half a football on that spot.
Yeah, I would say so. One goes wide left, one wide right for the Warriors. Fullback and running back, and the ball's on the ground. Yeah, so he snapped the ball. It's either a 4th down or it's a false start.
They engaged real well right there.
The center snapped the ball and started everything. No one else moved.
Yeah,
and they're
going to
call it a false start. And I think, unfortunately, I don't normally agree with unruly people in the stands, but he snapped the football. It should be 4th down.
Back it up.
Backing her up. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 7 on the play. Blue Devil defense comes out pretty inspired these first few plays. And here we go. Let's see what we're going to get. We're going to have the coach just tell it in his ear this time. And I'm willing to bet the guy he talked to in his ear, I bet that's the guy getting the football, or the quarterback's going to keep it. You got 2. One come wide to the right, 1 slot left. Power eye look for the Warriors. He fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw to the outside, and he's under pressure. Ball's on the ground. Blue Devils recover.
Blaine Larson knocked it out of his hands, and it's a fumble. Cordell recover.
All right, then. It takes 2 turnovers to get 1, but we got it. He rolled to the right and came under pressure. He was looking for this out pattern on the Cordell sideline, and the pursuit closed in on him, knocks the ball loose. Blue Devil football trailing this one 14-12 early in the second half. 10:13 to go. Scoring update brought to you by Equity Bank. Now everybody on this sideline calms down, kind of holding their breath, see which way it's going to go.
The Cordell on the Apache 23-yard line.
2 go wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Running backs in the pistol. 1 wide left. There's the snap. Hand off to Larson. He cuts it back to the left, trying to find some room. And he's going to get a couple of yards, and that's just going to be about it. And going to bring up 2nd down. Yeah, somebody was feeling their workout this morning. We had one of our smaller players chest up to one of the bigger players on the other side, and which you got to appreciate him standing up for his player. But hey, let's live to fight another down, fellas. 2nd down and 9. 1 wide to the right. That's Cameron Rivera. 1 wide left is Corbin. There's the handoff straight up the middle. No room there right now to run. Line of scrimmage has been a scrum all night. Any yardage Larson has gotten, it has come at a premium.
Usually he's been able to kind of turn sideways and squeeze through left or right. He's not getting that squeeze now.
He's not getting that squeeze right now. Everything's coming his way. Loss of about half a yard on the play. Third it looks like 10, maybe just a hair under. This is 2-down territory. This is, you're this far down the field on the 23, 24-yard line. You're going to be going for a first down, not the end zone. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide left. Fake the handoff. He rolls to the left, sets his feet, throws. Has a man down there. Ball didn't quite get to him. He couldn't set his feet and step into the throw. He had pressure, and ball falls short of its intended target. Brings up 4th down and 10.
Good thought, good effort, good throw, just a little bit short. Your receiver went to his knees in the end zone and couldn't move off of that. So,
all right, winding the clock here. Mr. Official telling them to wind the play clock, and they're not quite responding. He's had some complications with them all night, but this one favors the Blue Devils. All right, 3 wide to the right on 4th down. Larson in the backfield with Walker. Maddox out to the left by himself, going to roll the pocket. He's got a man underneath, but intercepted around the 10-yard line, which is as good as a punt. You gain 15 yards of field and back up the Warriors to about the 10. And so that'll bring up turnover on downs, and Apache will have the first down on. Looks like he's going to get to about the 12 or 13. All depends on where this side judge stops.
And that's what the coach would tell you. Knock that away, leave it incomplete. You come out to the 23-yard line.
Instead of the 12.
We'll go back to the 12. That's okay.
Yeah. But that's hard for a high school kid. He gets a ball thrown right in his hands for an interception. He's going to grab it every time.
You're on camera somewhere.
Yeah,
so
someone's going to get a picture of that. Handoff off to the left side. He's bringing it all the way back this way. Ruffles down for about 8 yards on the cutback. It's going to bring up 2nd down and short for the Warriors. 2nd down and 1. They hand it off to the left side, and he cuts it all the way back to the right. So Blue Devils on defense have started off well, turned the ball over, and the officials trying to get him to wind the play clock again. Too many more of those. Too many more of those. He's going to start keeping the time on the field.
Yeah, because there's certain series it goes to 40, certain series it goes to 25, and they've got the clock rolling now.
And they've got it wrong.
Yeah.
Supposed to be, should have been 25 seconds. And here's the handoff, straight off the left side. He's had a hole in the middle, and he is tackled after the first down. It's going to bring up, let's see, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, looks like. Be 1st and 10 Warriors from there. Go ahead.
But with 8:06 to go in this third period of play, it's Apache 14, Cordell 12, brought to you by Equity Bank.
All right, then. Looks like they're just going to try to muscle this down the field, and they have the size. So Blue Devils going to have to come up with a stop. Running backs and power eye directly behind the quarterback under the gun. Hand off to the left side, and he brought down. He's still pushing forward. Good run right there by the young man from Apache. About a 9-yard run on the play. Blue Devils going to have to adjust what they're doing there to slow that down. That's about the 4th time this half they've run that particular play, and it's been pretty successful all but one. 2nd down and a short 2 for the Warriors on their own 35. Yeah, ball's right on the 35-yard line. And here they go, break the huddle. Quarterback and running back talking to each other. Got a I formation look. Quarterback handoff straight to the backfield. He's got a wig hole off to the right side. Might have the edge here. Little Walker, baby brother Walker, chases him down on the right side. Think he looks a little surprised. Big run, though, for the Apache Warriors down to the Blue Devil 42, 43-yard line. Looks like right in between the 42 and 43. They sealed that edge, and he bounced it that direction.
Had a student body right that time, and that's why the Apache came around the corner.
All right, so looking on this long drive here. Blue Devil needing to step up here. Clock's winding. And that's what happens when you run the football and it doesn't stop. One wide left, one wide right. Handoff right up the middle. Blue Devils there. About a 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and long for the Warriors. 2nd down and 7 is what we'll call it. Blue Devils collapsed on that one a lot better than they had the last several downs. Moving the ball. Here the fans getting into it here. Blue Devils travel well. We're here in Apache, and we might, well, our stands are as full as they're going to be. Blue Devils travel well always. One wide left, one wide right. I formation, quarterback under center. I'm going to set him in motion, and I think we're going to get a timeout. Yeah, the coach didn't like what he saw. Timeout, Warriors, and with 5:57 to go in the third quarter, Warriors lead this one 14-12. We'll be right back.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
Do you move to the sidelines when stocks are predicted to drop? Are you waiting for some of today's uncertainties to be resolved before you invest? Hi, I'm Phil Cleaver, your Cordell area Edward Jones financial advisor. The problem with trying to time the market is you miss some of the best days in the market. The truth is, attempting to time the market has historically reduced investor returns rather than raised them. A good financial advisor can set up a consistent and smart investing strategy. Contact me today at 580-832-1106. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
All right, we're back here. Breaking after the timeout. 5:57 to go in the third quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 14-12. Ball on the 39 of the Blue Devils. 2nd down and 7. Apache sends one wide to the right, one wide to the left. Power eye look, quarterback directly under center, fullback, tailback look. You don't see that much anymore. Handoff to the tailback. He cuts it back, has a hole, cuts it back over the middle. Lou trying to chase him down and drug down from behind, and he's going to get a horse collar on that one. He got him, but he pulled him down, got his hand inside the shoulder pads there, and that's going to be half the distance to the goal. He got the collar around the 12-yard line, and that's normally a personal foul. And that's what it's going to move them down to around the 6 or the 7. See what the white hat calls here. He moves toward the home side, and that's against Yeah, horse collar against the Blue Devils. And they're going to march off a few more yards from the 12 or 13 to about, looks like the 7. About the 7-yard line. Warriors knocking on the door. They send that guy way out there to the left just for the sake of getting a defender out of the box. Same look, power I formation, hand off to the tailback, and he spins back to the left and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
With 5:40 to go here in the third period of play, Apache gets their third touchdown, and it's now 20-12. Apache on top.
Drove the length of the field on that one. Very physical drive. They just handed off to the running back, just straight down the field until you stop it. Why change it? And that's where their size advantage is going to come in. In fact, their tailback is as big, if not bigger, than most of our linemen and can run. So 20-12. Apache going for 2. 1 wide right, 1 wide left. Power I look. Going to hand off again. Fakes it. He's going to roll. Has a man open to the outside. Woo! He sailed that football. He put some pepper on it and let her fling, and he came down awkward. So hopefully he's not injured. But at 5:40 mark of the third quarter, Apache leads this one 20-12. We'll be right back. You're listening to 107 The Zone.
Want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Evans Drug in Cordell has served Cordell and Ouachita County for over 50 years. Owner Jimmy Evans and daughter Farron and son Brandon are pharmacists that will take care of all your prescriptions and your over-the-counter needs. Evans Drug also has lots of gift ideas. Just a few include fragrances, jewelry, greeting cards, and now Evans Drug offers wedding registry and baby registry. Trust me, it is the only drugstore you're ever going to need. Come see Jimmy Evans and staff at Evans Drug in Cordell.
All right, we're back here following the Apache scoring drive. 2-point conversion is no good. Still a one-score game for the Blue Devils, trailing this one 20-12, 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Blue Devils about to get the ball. Scoring update brought to you by Equity Bank. Now,
we just need to get a return like we did the first time we touched the ball.
And Corbin has had a couple of good returns. One for the touchdown, and then he returned one way out here to the 45.
Mm-hmm.
I'm betting they're trying to locate just exactly where he is, and don't kick it that way again.
I said, keep it away from Corbin.
Yeah.
Give it to one of our up men here. They can run pretty good too. So,
on the upside, you have Corbin on the back, and then you have Maddox, and then Walker and Larson. None of those three are a bad option.
Nope.
So from the 40, we're about to get the kickoff. Mr. Whitehat blows it into play. He's ready. And when he's ready, everybody else better be. Kick straight down the middle of the field. Going to make it to Corbin. He's going to pick it up about the 20. He cuts it back to the right side again, and they get just enough paw on him to wrap him up, bring him down about the 28. He looked like he was going to bring her left, and then cut back to the right, and that guy had sticky fingers out there. Guy was able to.
They said you slipped away from us once,
Yeah.
and they sent an extra player or two just after him to make sure he doesn't squeeze another one out like that.
All right. 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their own 28. Didn't move the ball real well last time. Kind of stalled on the opposite end of the field. Let's see how this go-around goes. 3 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Larson in the backfield by himself with Walker. There's the snap, looking to throw all the way, and there it is. Maddox, nope, not Maddox. That is Middendorf with the catch out of the slot. Moves the ball right up the field, about a 6.5 yard gain. Let's see here, brings up, 2nd down and 4. We'll call it a 2nd down and 4. They spotted them a little shorter than I thought they might, so 2nd down and 5. Progress, moving the ball down the field. So we break the huddle. We send, looks like 2 coming wide to the left, 1 wide right. Running back's in the pistol. Walker taking the snap. Hands it off, second man through, and there's a dead ball. They're going to call a false start. Now, how come that's a dead ball and when the 2-point conversion wasn't? But, hey, that's just me. Blue Devils will have to back up that 5 yards they just got on false start, so 2nd down and 10.
Just ask Cindy, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Blue Devils back in the huddle. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 10. Little brother Walker goes wide right. Maddox and Middendorf to the left. Looking for that flare. Comes back to Maddox. Maddox unable to break the tackle, but makes the catch. And good yardage, about 6 yards on the play. Bring up 3rd down and manageable for the Blue Devils.
It took 3 of them to tackle him, though. He was in there.
Yeah.
He was going to try to go for it all the way.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4. Let's see here what the Blue Devils can get going. Normally all it takes is, getting the chains moving once, and then you get another one. You get a little momentum built up. You just got the hard one that gets that first one.
Right.
Hard one that gets that first one. Blue Devils looking at 3rd and 4 here. Break the huddle. Middendorf and Maddox come to the left. Looks like Corbin off to the right. There's the flare. Larson stop, breaks the tackle and slips up to just about the 36-yard line. Not quite enough for a 1st down. 4th and short, Blue Devils. And on this end of the field, I don't know. It looks like you're going to end up punting it. That's just smart football. Actually, let me say it this way. That is traditional.
Traditional.
Yeah, for you're shy of your own 40. You got 4th and 2. You're in the ball game. You're not out of this ball game.
Kick it deep, pin them deep, and then you get better field position.
Yeah, kick them deep and play defense. So Blue Devils line up to punt. Gage Miller, last time he was back, got roughed, but got a good kickoff. And there's the snap. He gets it up and away. Good kick down to about the 35. Blue Devils hem up the receiver there, and he goes down at the 35. Wow, they're going to give him one heck of a good spot. I think they're going to give him the yardage he looked like he was going to get because he didn't get to the 36. Well, I think he might have got here if they hadn't tackled him first. But so, 1st and 10.
The official threw that marker down way forward.
Yeah,
and then he didn't want to retreat back.
I guess not.
He thought he was going to get that far, and he just didn't get there. So.
All right, then. 1st and 10 Warriors. They're homecoming deep into the third quarter now. Blue Devils need a stop just to, stay on pace here. One comes wide to the right for the Warriors. Everybody else in tight. And they're going to pitch it to the right, try to seal it off and cut back. And good hit. Brought him down after about a 3-yard gain. It looked like he was going to have a cutback lane for a minute. And it closed down after about a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7. Now, Minko ran something very similar to that on us in the second half. They'd stack everything, move everything to the right, and create a lane back off to the left or the opposite side. And it worked very effectively for them. And that's kind of what Apache is running here right now, trying to get that big cutback lane. 2nd down and 7. 1-1 comes wide to the right, 1 wide left. Got a tight end on the right side. Power I formation. Quarterback under the center. Handoff straight up the gut, and he's got room. And he is stacked up at the 45-yard line, short of the 1st down. Apache offensive line really getting the best of the Blue Devil defensive line on right there at the point of attack, moving them off the ball. Blue Devils need to stack her up here. 3rd down and short. If we can get a stop here, can get off the field, get the ball back with in the third quarter without any more damage done on the scoreboard.
Kel McCoy made a good tackle on that effort for the Cordell Blue Devil defense.
1 wide to the right. Coming straight back, and they haven't stopped it yet, so they're going to run it again. And he's stacked up. Boy, he didn't get it, but I bet you they moved the chains. I don't think he got it, but I bet you these chains move forward. What are they going to call?
They're going to say move them.
Yep, there they go. There they go.
48.
Good, favorable spot for the Warriors there because it didn't look like from here, and we're kind of straight down the line. But then again, we've got 4 sets of eyeballs that really like the way the blue and white jerseys look as opposed to the other ones. So, one wide left, one wide right. Power I formation. Running back coming straight downhill. He bounces to the left, has a little bit of a seam, runs down about 15 yards downfield after he breaks the tackle. They're going to back him up. He went out of bounds before that, so about 11-yard gain, and that'll move the chains again.
Move it back to the 42, 41.
Yeah.
Where are you at? 41.
Yeah,
or
about
42?
41. Mr. Official's getting an earful about something. He don't quite like how things are going. So it's about the 41-yard line. Just physical football right now. It's size against, not as much size is what it's coming down to. One wide right, one wide left. I bet you the tailback gets the ball again. There's a false start. There's a false start. What the coach is trying to point out is the right side of that line's moving before the snap every time. And this time they finally called it. And that should be a false start against the Warriors. Going to back them up 5 yards. Be 1st and 15. So, be 1st and 15. I bet we see a run again, though. Now, they haven't run the quarterback the whole half.
They'll save that play. It's worked.
Yeah.
It's worked in the first half, and they'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, I haven't run him. I was just wondering if they might do it here with 1st and 15. Power I formation. One wide right. He's going to do the pitch to the right, looking for the cutback, and the Blue Devils are there, but brought down about the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and about 10. Cameron Rivera in on the tackle and needed a little bit of help. 2nd down and just a hair shy of 10 for the Warriors.
They can probably get one more play in this quarter.
I think so. I think we're going to get at least one more. 20 seconds to go on the play clock. 32 seconds on the game clock for the third quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 20-12. Scoring update brought to you by Equity Bank. One wide to the left. Power I look. Offset fullback to the left. Pitch to the left. Looking, and he's brought down in the backfield by Lewis Lloyd. Lewis Lloyd said that's enough. And see, this is not that's not okay. He just had the jersey. Yeah. And this is one where the coach on the other sideline was in the line judge's ear, and that flag came out way after the play was over. He just had jersey, and that's not a penalty.
No, he grabbed jersey and hung on to it. Lewis Lloyd's been playing monster job up there. This whole defensive unit, they're playing both ways, but there's some defensive plays. They're stepping up when they need to and doing a fine job right now.
All right, let's see what we got here. He's going to call it. He called targeting. No, he called horse collar. That's a terrible call. And the fans should be booing.
He was on the ground when he pulled him down. Unless he's got like 8-foot arms, he couldn't horse collar that one.
And this is just me. I've watched a lot of football over the years. The head coach was right in that side judge's ear after the fact, and the side judge threw the flag. That's just not equitable. So 15-yard penalty after a great play. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Blue Devils trail this one 20-12. We'll be right back.
Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
At First National Bank and Trust in Cordell, we believe in the strength of community support and working hand in hand to make a difference. We also believe in supporting the efforts of our kids. That's the reason we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. The First National Bank and Trust of Cordell wants to wish the Cordell Blue Devils great success. We're real proud of you. Come by and visit with us anytime at First National Bank and Trust, 120 South Market in Cordell.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
All right, we're back here to start the fourth quarter. We're in a rock fight, 20-12. Blue Devils trail this one. Apache on the drive, aided by a questionable call on the last play. Blue Devils pull down the running back in the backfield for a big loss, and a very late flag from the opposite side of the field comes in and merits a first down for the Warriors. On the Blue Devil, I'm looking at about the 27-28. 28-yard line. Yeah, the clock says 28. We have to look the other way. One wide to the right, one wide left. Power I formation, quarterback under the center. Don't see much of this anymore. You really don't. There's the snap, going to hand it off. And the ball's on the ground, and the Blue Devils, let's see what he says. There you go, ball's on the ground, Blue Devils recover. The ball don't lie. Famous quote by Rasheed Wallace of the NBA. The ball don't lie. Blue Devils with the big turnover to start the fourth quarter have their ball on their own 32-yard line. That's right.
Technically, they lost 4 yards in the ball. So we got
4 yards in the ball. We'll take it.
You bet.
Blue Devils have had a tough time getting a sustained drive going this half. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left. 2 in the backfield with QB. There's the snap. Hand off to the second man. Somehow he made it through that first wave of traffic in the backfield. He had to dodge 3 guys before he got to the line of scrimmage and was able to get about a yard and a half on the play. Brings up second down and long.
Yeah.
Going to eventually have to pull that and run a bootleg or run a slant play action just to get them off the top of that play. Because every time they're looking to hand to Larson, there's 3 guys right there waiting on him.
They're just jamming up the middle on Larson. So.
Stuff in the box. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left for the Blue Devils. Snap, and he bounces to the outside. Good stop and go. Okay. The fans are complaining it was the same call they just made for the Warriors. They did not make for the Blue Devils. Didn't make it. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. And, boy, the fans are letting them have it. I mean, the exact same call, brought down by the back of his jersey, and they called it a horse collar. Larson was brought down by the back of his jersey, and no call. And it happened about 2 yards in front of the official. So everybody on this side of the field is letting them have it. 44 on the 44-yard line. Blue Devils 1st and 10, enough for a first down. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Corbin goes in motion, handoff to him, and they're going to call a penalty. Flag on the play already. Corbin cuts back up to the left for about a 5-yard gain, but that's going to be a penalty. They're bringing him back 5 yards. Don't know exactly what they're going to call, but it's going to be against us. They're going to call an illegal shift and back them up 5.
Yeah. And what you got to love is our quarterback does such a fine job. He comes and checks with Coach Trammell every play.
Yeah, if he can get close enough, he gets over there. So it's going to back it up 5 yards, be 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils.
Penalties back to the 39.
And have some players asking him exactly what did we do wrong, and I don't know if they're getting an explanation or not. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Coach Trammell's even asking what
happened there? What did we do? So 1st and 15. I think the official was just tired of hearing the fans, just to be honest. So 2 go wide to the left, 2 wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Larson in the backfield with Walker in the gun. Going to fake the handoff to Larson, look to pass. He's going to roll to the right, look deep, throws the ball deep. He's got a man down there, and that's face guarding. Oh, my goodness. Couldn't quite pull that one in. Good ball on the run, and Walker was hit late. He's getting up slowly. And he's up, so it's going to be 2nd down and 15. Good ball on the run. Man coverage there, never looked back for the ball. And in the first half, that was a penalty. Didn't get it this go-around. 2nd down and 15 for the Blue Devils. Different package coming in for the Blue Devils. 2nd and 15 on their own 39-yard line. We haven't tested the middle of the field much, but we haven't been able to stay in the pocket to throw to the middle of the field. 1 wide to the left, 2 come wide to the right. Running back's in the pistol. Quarterback waits the snap. He hands off to Larson. He escapes one group, finds a seam somewhere. and rushes down for about 8 yards. Going to bring up third down and going to bring up third down and about 6 yards. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Third down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Blaine Larson does a super job after tackled. He was a little bit slower getting up, but he was going back to the huddle. He said, I'm fine. I'm getting back in here. Give me the ball again.
All right, Middendorf back in. Walker comes in with the play. Ball was run to the near side of the field where the Blue Devils are. 10 seconds left on the play clock. He's probably going to have to call a timeout here. And he's got the snap away. Throws it over the middle and intercepted. He overthrew it. Overthrew his receiver by about 4 yards, but there is a flag on the play. And I think they might get a late hit here. Holding. Oh, roughing the passer. Personal foul, roughing the passer. That's going to go against Apache. Will nullify the interception, and it'll be Blue Devil first down after it's marked off. Didn't think the official, just watching him make the call, he was pretty upset about that. He didn't like that. He don't like the cheap stuff. So they're gonna call a roughing the passer. It's going to be 15 yards, and a first down for the Blue Devils. Should move it down to about the Apache 35, 36-yard line. Let's see where they end up. And they're going to put it on the 37-yard line. Blue Devils on the move now. Have earned some of their yards and merited some off some penalties. Ball on, not fourth quarter, been a tough ball game. 9:41 to go in the game. Blue Devils trail 20-12. Within striking distance here. One wide right, one wide left. Running backs in the pistol, and everybody but the center snapped the ball. Everybody moved. Everybody moved.
They're getting a good start, though.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, all right, all right. Here we go. Players chew on them a little bit and say, hey, we're trying to win a ball game.
Let's do it right this time from the 42-yard line.
But that's holding each other accountable, and players have to do that. You know, it's one thing for a coach to hold a player accountable. You start a winning tradition when your players hold each other accountable, holding each other accountable in the weight room and in the classroom and on the field. So here we go. 1st and 15 from the Blue Devil 42-yard line. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide right. There's the snap. He's got the pocket. Deep throw to the outside, and it was up for grabs. And ball sailed high. Defender may have gotten there a little early, but the ball was well over his head.
Neither one of them could get to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure we could have got that with a pogo stick. So, 2nd down and 15 from the Apache 42. And you're getting into a stage of the ball game where if you don't lose yards here, you're going to see them go all 4 downs trying after this 4th down, I think.
You bet. It gets critical right here. So
2 wide to the left, 2 wide right for the Blue Devils. Larson in the backfield with Walker. We haven't seen a pitch or we haven't seen an option. Looking to pass all day. He's looking to run. He scoots up the middle. That's a horse collar. Holy cow. Ball's intercepted, but it's going to come back. He's going to run in for the touchdown, but Walker was dragged down. And, yeah, just run the gas out of yourself. That's coming back. That's coming all the way. The official sticks his hands up and says, don't move the chains. It's coming back. It's coming back. So that was the definition of a horse collar. He got his hand inside the collar of the jersey and the shoulder pads and yanked the quarterback. Then the ball was thrown. It was intercepted and returned for a touchdown, but it's coming all the way back and moving 15 yards down the field for the Blue Devils, and that should give them a first down.
9:09 to go here in this 4th period of play. Apache leads Cordell 20-12, brought to you by Equity Bank. Reminder, Cordell has a junior high ball game on Tuesday, and then the high school does not play a week from tomorrow, a week from Friday. But on the 22nd, Cordell will be home against Walters.
Yeah, and there goes the down marker. And there go the chains. That's going to be a first down. Blue Devils on the Apache 27-yard line. He was scrambling, and he got grabbed right inside the collar and yanked. And he threw the ball. And that was all she wrote. Returned for a touchdown, but it doesn't count. So Blue Devils staying right in this one at the 9-minute mark to go.
You know, the Apache fans are going to be hollering. They had that touchdown called back. They've had an interception or two called back.
Yeah.
A lot of things have come back on Apache, and both teams are probably not playing their best ball game tonight.
No, both teams probably have played more crisp. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left for the Blue Devils. Handoff to Larson, cuts it back to the left, finally finds that left side, and he muscles down for about 4 yards. Finally found that left seam. That play's been there for a little bit, but he finally found that left little crease over there and moves up the field for about 4 yards. Going to be 2nd down and 6. Under the 9-minute mark now for the Blue Devils. Gutting this one out all the way. And when you only suit up 16 guys, you know, a lot of guys get a lot of downs. And you know, at the end of the game, there isn't anybody out there that's not tired. 1 wide to the right, Rivera's to the right, 3 to the left. Larson in the backfield looking for a pass ball. Got a man short over the middle. Nice short gain. Moves up. That's just an extension of your run game when you throw that 3 or 4 yard pass. Brings up 3rd down and about 3. 3rd down and manageable. That's really what you're after, trying to just move the ball down the field and move the chains.
I like those underneath coverage throws and stuff.
3rd down and 3. Middendorf and Miller switch positions. Miller, he brings a little bit more of a load. Middendorf does pretty good out of the slot receiving. He might be one of the shorter guys on the team, but he sure don't play like it. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Running backs in the pistol. Hand off to Larson. Larson straight ahead, stumbles ahead. It looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Chain Crew's body language is telling me that it looks like he got it. We don't have the angle on it. And, wow, they marked him short. Holy cow. They marked him short somehow. The chain gang was getting ready to move. They had the eyeball down the line, and they marked him short. So it's going to bring up 4th and short, being interesting here, and they're going to call, I think Coach asked for a measurement, and the official, I think, is going to give it to him.
The officials are huddling up down here on about the, what are they on, the 18 roughly?
Yeah, they're going to bring the chains out, which is probably a good move. They're going to bring the chains out, and, you know, you can ask for that, and the official has the option of giving it to you or not. If he don't feel like it's even close, he'll say no. Yeah. But if it's possible, they'll bring the chains out and measure it off, and that's why you have the chains.
That's why 7:41 gives your players a little bit of a breather right here for a minute.
And this is exactly why these 3 guys get free concession stands. You got to make them work for it.
You bet.
Let's see here. It's going to
short by the length of a football.
Short by the length of the ball. So good measurement. Gives yourself a good little bit of a timeout, too, a free timeout from the official. Let you guys breathe in, breathe out a little bit, and now you know you got half a yard.
And Zane's out there talking to them. They're getting some liquid out there to them so they can have a little drink and go from there. 7:41, time to do it, Blue Devils.
Got to keep this drive alive. Blue Devils coming to the huddle. 15 seconds on the play clock. Everybody breaks the huddle. Got 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Everybody else in tight. Gage Miller, everybody. Good chip block by Miller, but the pursuit catches up to the Blue Devils, and he stopped. Well, Blue Devils are saying he got it. And
Apache's saying
he didn't. It was a good block by Miller to open that hole up, but the linebackers closed in from the outside and stopped Larson short as far as the spot's concerned. Blue Devils are kind of, a little bit befuddled by the spot, but a judgment call's a judgment call.
That's right.
That's just what that is. So Blue Devils come up short, apparently, but plenty of time left. Apache deep in their own territory on their own 19. 7:17
remaining in the ball game. Time to get her done, people.
Yeah, 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left for the Apache Warriors. They almost had the Apache Blue Devils. Good cut out of the backfield, and Lewis Lloyd again is behind the line of scrimmage. That tailback and him are going to have to exchange phone numbers. They've been that up close and personal all night.
It's homecoming. They're dancing already.
That's right. Maybe a yard on the gain there. Not much more than that if he got more than that. Lewis Lloyd's played big all night, and he's not exactly a real big guy.
He don't know he's not big,
no,
so don't tell him that.
No.
So.
Apache breaks the huddle. One wide to the right, one wide left. I bet we see the tailback again. Wouldn't surprise me. We've seen the tail. Now they drop back, and there's the fullback. Fullback finds some room through and is running free down to the 48, first down. Apache got it to the first man through. He's kind of a smaller fellow and kind of just snuck through there. He got lost behind the blockers. So first down Apache on their own 48.
And Danny Corbin made a good saving tackle right there.
So change of getting moved up the field. Apache trying to close this one out. They've been in a dogfight all night, and they know it. One wide to the right, one wide to the left for the Warriors. Backfield and power eye. Quarterback under center. And there's the tailback again. He's got some room to the outside, so he thought, and Lewis Lloyd bulldogged him down again after about a 3-yard gain. Brings up second down and 7 for they're going to give him a yard more than that. Second down and 6 for the Warriors. Blue Devils looking to hold them here under the 6-minute mark. You got to get a stop and really don't have enough time, arguably enough time to get 2 scores back. You can get 1 score back, but you can't give up a score in this last moments of the ball game. One comes wide to the left for the Warriors. Power eye look, wing left. Going to pitch it to the left, trying to seal that edge. He gets the inside lane and is met downfield by the 40 by Danny Corbin and brought down after a 7-yard gain, but enough for a first down.
And Corbin wasn't letting go. He got a hold of him. He's going to stay with him top to bottom right there.
Yeah, Corbin got a good lock on him, held on for Company. And Company finally showed up and got him to the ground. 1st and 10 Apache, however, on the Blue Devil 41-yard line. 5:05 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils need a stop. And Apache content to wind the clock down to 8 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5 seconds on the play clock. They may not get this off unless the coach calls a timeout. And, they got it off. There's the tailback right up the middle, met by everybody, by Larson, by Lloyd, by everybody, by Miller. About a 2-yard gain, but it stopped all of the sudden like. So second down and about 7. They gave him 3. I'm not sure where he got that other yard. And that's what coach is telling him. Are you kidding me? Well, how did he get up there?
Said, well, we swung him around in the air a little bit.
Yeah, well,
he reached out on that one.
Well, that was the argument Coach Trammell had down here on the 3rd down, and he didn't win that one.
Yeah, we didn't get that one.
One wide to the right, one wide left for the Warriors. Bet you the tailback's going to get the ball again. Somebody moved. And let's see if we're going to get a false start. Timeout. You're listening to 107 The Zone. We'll be right back.
Hey Blue Devil fans, I'm Mike Reimer with Mike's Meats in Cordell. I have a great selection of fresh cut steaks, roast, pork, and chicken, meat packs for every budget, and fresh ground beef every day. Bring your ice chest. The quality of meat and prices are worth the trip. I am a meat and more store. Besides excellent meat, we offer seasonings, kitchen gifts, and my beef jerky chips make a great snack. I'm located at 107 North Market Street, right across from the courthouse in Cordell.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we're back here. Both teams break the huddle after the Apache timeout. Second down and about 6.5 for the Warriors, trying to eat this clock up. They lead 20-12, have a 1-score lead. 4:05 to go in the ball game. One wide to the right, one wide left. Power eye look. Blue Devils a little confused on defense. Handoff to the tailback again, right up the middle, and is ridden down to the ground by Larson and Walker, but not until he rumbles down to about the 15-yard line. And this is just kind of where some of that size takes over in a ball game late in the games. They just start leaning on you, and just kind of how that football's a big man's game. That's just what it is. Blue Devils trying to find a way to stop this drive and this scoring drive. 3:45 to go in the ball game, and we'll probably see the tailback again, if not the quarterback, coming downhill. Blue Devils give up about 30 to 40 pounds a man easily. Handoff met in the backfield, though, and he is stuffed right beyond the line of scrimmage. And they're going to give him about 2 yards on the play, not even that much. 2nd down and 8 for the Warriors. 3:15 to go in the ball game. Looking for the signal from the sideline. Blue Devils have been, it's kind of like a rock fight. I'll throw a rock at you, and you throw a rock at me, and they've hit each other all night. Been a tough-fought ball game. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Got to stop the tailback. Under 3 minutes, winding the clock. 10 seconds to go on the play clock, and they're winding it down to the last seconds. And there's the tailback again. And the ball's on the ground. Who came up with it? I think Apache fell on it. Well, Blue Devils are saying they got it. What do we got? Ball was on the ground. What do they got? And then the officials, it looks like the ball's going to stay with Apache.
They're going to give it back to Apache.
And so 3rd down and long. Blue Devils with a chance to stop the bleeding here. Down to 2 minutes left to go, a little over 2 minutes to go in the ball game. 3rd down and 9. And I don't think Apache has a field goal kicker either.
Nope.
So you're going to see them go for it twice. And truthfully, if you go for it twice and don't get it, you eat up enough of the clock. And there's the snap, handoff to the running back, and he is right down the field and hit and short of the goal line. And what happened here? Something happened late.
Yeah.
He fumbled again, but they're saying he was down.
Yeah, the official said he was down already.
And, that's plausible. From where we are, there's no way for us to know. So he gets a 1st down, 1st and goal, with 1:55 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils with 3 timeouts. They can stop the clock 3 times. Trying to hold up for it. Only way you're not going to spend these timeouts is if they score or if they turn the ball over. After this down, if they don't score, you'll probably see the Blue Devils have to spend those timeouts.
Yep, 98 seconds left in the ball game. That's for Danny Taylor because he can't count otherwise. So.
There it is. He's going to try to do the sneak and the push into the end zone. The Blue Devils stop him initially, and he is down. 1:19 to go, and there's the first Blue Devil timeout. And it'll be 2nd down and goal for the Warriors. You're listening to 107 The Zone. Get our commercials in now. We'll be right back.
Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
All right, we're back here. Ball on the 1-yard line. 1:18 to go in the game. Apache knocking on the door. Blue Devils desperately need a stop behind the line of scrimmage. And then you'll see another quick timeout. Blue Devils giving up a lot of size along the front line. And again, their running back's as big as a good part of our defensive linemen. So it's been a tough go. Very physical ball game. Blue Devils have hung tough the entire time. No shame in this game. Blue Devils still have an opportunity to turn it over, but it's got to be done here so they have enough time to do anything. There's the snap, and, yeah, they just took the snap with the halfback this time, put him right up under center. Touchdown, Apache. And that'll put her out of reach most likely. 26-12 is the score right now. And going for 2. Again, it's hard. In Class A football, it's hard to find place kickers. It just is. A couple years ago we had a few good options, and there for a while we had some decent kickers. Rhett Putman, and then Keeney was pretty decent, and Parker Johnson kicked a few for us, and this year, well, we don't have anybody. So second 2-point conversion, handoff straight to the halfback, and he finds a hole up the middle, and it's good. And the Blue Devils trail this one 28-12, and we'll be right back.
This year, come to Cordell and Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture, your Whirlpool appliance dealer. Washers and dryers, there's microwaves and stoves, refrigerators, freezers. Whirlpool is the absolute best. And Terry and Sarah service every doggone thing they sell. Always the lowest possible price, the best in hometown service. Whirlpool from Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It ain't hard to find. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Where people come first. It's not just a slogan, it's how we do business. Bank of Western Oklahoma is as traditional as you know us to be, as strong and as stable as you trust us to be, and easy to work with as you need us to be. Come bank with us and experience the difference. 6 convenient locations in Cordell, Elk City, Weatherford, Gary, Visay, and Woodward. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
All right. Blue Devils trail this one 28-12. Just a hair over a minute. Game much closer than the score would indicate. Just not able to capitalize on some Apache mistakes, and had the ball in the red zone, and just not able to convert on 4th down in the red zone earlier on, or just a couple of. I mean, we're talking inches. We're talking inches, and this is a different ball game. Blue Devils have fought it out at the Apache homecoming. And we're trying to get the ball kicked off here. Apache is. Blue Devils back to receive. Minute 15 to go. Equity Bank brings you the scoring update, and we have a whistle.
Maybe they didn't get the goal light to go. So
I think that's what it probably was. Yeah. Mr. Whitehat said, we do this when I say we do this.
Right. Said, you may be ready, but I'm not ready for you to be ready. So.
That's right. That's right. Here we go. We're going to try it again. And I think Mr. Whitehat's ready. Here it comes. Okay, he finally told them, okay, I'm ready. Here it comes. And there's a flag. Minute 18 to go, and there's still flags flying around here. It's going to be on Apache. Don't quite understand what he's calling. I think
maybe they got offsides. You can't get in front of the kicker.
Well, yeah, you can't get in front of the kicker. I think that's exactly. He's got linemen moving not with him but ahead of him. You can't get ahead of the kicker, and they've stopped a whole lot of this running start thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want so much momentum going down the field or to get started, and
they moved it back from the 40 to the 35.
So Blue Devils will move up 5 yards as the Warriors back up 5 yards.
Still have 1:15 to go in the ballgame. Hey, Mike, you'll be proud of me. I went and got some cheese at Mike's Meats today. I've been
there.
Out,
you go. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Get some
good. And you've got plenty of time. You can go down tomorrow and Saturday.
All right.
In case you want to get a steak or two. So.
Yeah, that sounds good. You got at Mike's Meats, cheese is what you think about first.
Hey, when I get out of cheese, I can't buy it anywhere else but Mike's.
There you go. There's a kick straight down the field. His best kick of the night, honestly. Bounced down to Corbin. Corbin picks it up, looking for a lane. Sidesteps a couple of guys. Finds the edge, and he's going to score. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Don't turn out the lights just yet. Holy cow. Danny Corbin.
Because it bounced to him about the 10.
Had trouble fielding it and was down there by himself, sidestepped a couple of guys, and somehow 90 yards later gets into the end zone. Touchdown Blue. His second touchdown return of the night on the kickoff. If that doesn't get you special teams player of the week, I don't know what does.
That kid's going to be dangerous in the next couple of years to kick off.
Yeah. So great in open space.
Yeah. Yeah, a little stronger, yeah.
Great in open space.
He's good.
Blue Devils now have a 2-point conversion. If they get the 2-point conversion, they close it to within one score. A touchdown and another 2-point conversion. So if they get this 2-point conversion, what you're going to see is an onside kick from the Blue Devils.
Right.
So just to make things interesting, let's see them get this 2-point conversion. Too wide to the right. Faked. He's throwing. He's got a man wide open. It's good. Blue Devils have cut the lead to 28-20 with just a minute under a minute to play in the ball game. And Blue Devil players and Apache players alike are gasping for air. This has been a fight. It's been a tough, physical ball game. My imagination tells me we're about to see an onside kick.
I think you're right. I think we'll write that one down and put it in the books.
And just to be honest, I don't know how often we practice or anybody practices onside kicks.
Devon Mitchell is your special teams coach. He's out there with them. Zane's coming up to the group now. But they're going to talk about this, and you're going to see some trickery right here.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's just got to go 10 yards.
Right.
Now, if it doesn't go 10 yards, the receiving team has to touch the ball first. Now, if they touch it first and muff it or bobble it, then it's a live football. Now, I think we've tried an onside kick one time this year. Didn't quite go our way.
Right.
So
didn't
hopefully,
quite go 10 yards.
Yeah, didn't quite go 10 yards. So I think my favorite one to try is where they kick it straight ahead and hope it bounces off a player. And, you got 8 guys right there waiting to field it. And you got everybody stacked up in the middle, nobody deep. Matter of fact, the deepest player for Apache is on the 30. Everybody's within 20 yards. Now, I've also seen when you've got a real speedster, and these guys come way up, kick the ball deep, and if your fast guy can get past them. But this one, I'm going to kick it straight at this. I'm going to find the fattest kid on the line here because he's obviously going to be a lineman, and I'm going to kick it straight at him. But what you have up there right now is you have halfback right there in the middle, quarterback in the middle, tight end. Now they're bringing a wide receiver up to the edge. So this is what you're going to call your hands team, guys who normally handle the football. And Larson comes out to the left. And there it is, breaks the huddle and goes 10 yards, but fielded by number 20, the halfback, at the 10-yard mark, and that'll be the end of the onside kick.
Midfield stripe, 50-yard line. Apache has another possession.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to say the last possession. They can fumble it. We can get it back. A lot can happen right here in this 57
couple years ago
seconds.
when we were in Hinton was running the clock out and fumbled the football. And the Blue Devils drive about 50 yards, and on the last play of the game, the snap goes under Seltzer's legs and right to the running back, and he scores on the last play of the game on accident. We've seen crazier things. Now, it would surprise me a lot to see them run too much because you can make them burn up their timeouts, and they can't stop the ball but twice. Handoff straight up the left side, hit on the left side, and he's brought down, and there's a timeout after about a 4-yard gain. 52 seconds to go, 2nd down and 6. We'll be right back.
Listen, friends, if you live in Ouachita County, getting a Cordell Beacon every week is a must. Be sure and get your copy. Get all the news from Cordell and other Ouachita County communities. Keep up to date on school activities. And check the ads from Cordell merchants and from other communities in Ouachita County. A long-time, very important part of Cordell and Ouachita County, the Cordell Beacon. Get your copy soon.
The fish are taking the bait. You want to know what they're hitting on? Stop by Vintage and New Tackle in Hobart, Oklahoma. When it comes to catching the big ones, Vintage and New Tackle have all your sporting good needs. They carry all the latest lures, fishing poles, tackle boxes, and carry live bait. Vintage and New Tackle also has boating supplies, your one-stop shop for all kinds of sporting goods. Vintage and New Tackle, located in Hobart, Oklahoma. Look for them next to Molly's Donuts in Hobart.
All right, we're back here. Second down and a long 6 for the Warriors. 52 seconds to go. Blue Devils can only stop the clock one more time. Need a turnover. Bad snap or a fumbled exchange. Halfback right up the middle. Good tackle. Gage Miller just put his shoulder right into that one. Brings the running back down on contact. Brings up 3rd down and 4. Clock stops because of the timeout. We're going to hang out here for this one.
I just got a note from Mike Reimer. The only reason Cordell scored is because of the cheese that we got.
Oh, is that it?
Cheese. Yeah. He took that cheese, and it's Mike Reimer cheese. They headed to the house there.
Yeah, they headed to the house with the Mike Reimer cheese. That don't make no sense, but it's good. It's good advertising.
Because I got them cheese and fed some before the ball game. If we can get it one more time, we got a shot at this now.
There we go. Well, where's the cheese at? Did you bring it with you?
Yes. I don't travel without that cheese now.
All right. 3rd down and 5. For the Warriors. Blue Devils can only stop the clock one more time. 1st down essentially ends the ball game because then they wouldn't have to punt. If the Blue Devils stop them short, there's a possibility to make them punt, and we'll go from there. All kinds of scenarios can play out right here if you keep them from making a 1st down. If they get a 1st down, scenarios are over. One wide left, one wide right. Here it comes straight at you up the middle, right? And he is hit and stood up at the 40. And I think he's going to have enough for the 1st down, just to be honest. I think he fell forward enough. All depends on where they're going to give him the spot.
But he was drugged back.
Yeah. Blue Devil coach is looking on. And 4th down. Held him on 4th down. Clock is running. They have to snap the ball to avoid a penalty, but it's not going to matter because all he's got to do, and this is where you coach, you take a snap and you back up 2 yards, and by then that 3 seconds runs off. 7 seconds, no more stopping the clock. This is going to be, and there's the timeout with 3 seconds to go. So all they're going to do is take a snap and kind of run around in the backfield a little bit, let the clock expire, and go down. It's kind of how it normally plays out.
Yeah, you can't do victory formation. Yeah, you got to move a little bit.
It just stops the clock. Blue Devils have fought it out all night. They were behind early, went down 8-0, and Danny Corbin returned his first kickoff for a touchdown, made it 8-6, failed 2-point conversion. Then Apache scores a little bit later, makes it 16-6, and 14-6. Blue Devils score, make it 14-12. A questionable call on the 2-point conversion as far as the officiating went. It was just kind of a strange thing that shouldn't have happened, but it did. So a halftime score is 14-12. Apache comes in, physical second half, drives the field, scores, and Blue Devils get into the red zone a couple times, couldn't quite convert. Apache scores again. Blue Devils run another kickoff for a touchdown, and that pretty much sums up where we are. 28-20, 3 seconds to go in the ball game. As soon as the ball touches the ground, as soon as the knee touches the ground here, the clock stops.
No, and Apache jumps off sides.
Yeah.
They'll back them up.
I'll back them up 5 yards. It doesn't change the strategy because of the time. There's 3 seconds left. I mean, you can still do what you were going to do.
But what a big ball game. The Blue Devils have had a good ball game, and they fought well on offense and defense. It's just been a big ball game for both teams.
Yeah, what they lack in size, they certainly make up for in heart. There's no quit and no lack of effort on this football team, and there it is, and they're just going to push them forward, and that's going to eat the clock up. The 3 seconds are done, and down he goes. They're just trying to strip the ball now. He probably should have tried to go down earlier. And yeah, that kid probably needs to be ejected. It doesn't matter no matter if the game's over. And those two have been going at it all night. And it's still going. Blue Devils walking their players off the field. And that's all she wrote.
28-20. Apache comes up with a win here tonight on homecoming. Cordell Blue Devils, a hard-fought ball game from top to bottom. Thank you, Coach. We'll see you next week from Friday, and then we'll see you at the labor auction now. So
all right, then.
Thank you now.
Blue Devils exchanging Congratulations are.
Let's watch the line.
Yeah, I'm watching the line. I haven't taken my eyes off the line here because they had to be broken up by officials.
But I want to remind everybody, go by and tell your sponsors thank you. They make this all possible. We'll probably be here anyway, but we love being able to bring you the ball games, and your sponsors make this all possible.
Yeah, so the Blue Devils leaving the field here. Don't need to hang their head for any kind of reason. Tough-fought ball game on the road, homecoming. So, I mean, those are always big things for teams that you play. Blue Devils, all heart this week, as in every week, come up just a little bit short, 28-20, and man, that's just been a tough ball game. So, Blue Devils huddled up here on the side. I said Mangum, the same colors. Apache huddled up on their side.
And when I got here tonight, I got here a little early to help get everything set up and stuff, and I thought, this is another homecoming ball game. It's Apache's homecoming, and Apache wins their home. You like to win your homecoming.
You like to win the homecoming.
I was talking to one of the coaches before the game. I said, spoil Apache's homecoming.
Yeah.
We made it so it wasn't easy for them.
That's right.
That's worth a lot.
Tell you what, it was a rock fight all night. Nothing flashy, nothing just just crazy. It was just right in your face, physical defense on both sides of the football. Offense, I mean, it was just a good, hard-fought ball game. Both teams probably deserve to come out of here with a victory, but only one team can.
That's right.
So at the end of this one, Blue Devils come up just short, losing to the Apache Warriors 28-12. And
28-20.
28-20. I'm sorry, my apologies.
That last score, you got to credit Corbin.
Danny Corbin, 2 touchdown returns from kickoffs, and kept the Blue Devils in the ball game all the way through. So for this evening, I'm Mike Sutherland.
And Dudley Simpson. We've had a lot of fun bringing this ball game. Cordell comes up a little bit short, but they played great, offense and defense. A lot of these kids don't ever come off the field from start to finish.
Yeah, most of them don't come off the field, so they're all gassed. Hey,
when you see them around town tomorrow, they don't have school tomorrow. When you see them around town or see the coaches, tell them thank you for what they do, and go by and tell our sponsors what we appreciate.
Go back and buy some more cheese from Mike's Meat. Maybe that's the magic formula. We'll talk to you later. Okay, take care.
Ford in Cordell offers what you expect and deserve. Now, our service department does the job right the first time. Inventory's low right now, but if you tell David or Tom what you want in a new or pre-owned vehicle, if there's one available, they'll find it. In tough times and good times, Wheeler Ford is here for their customers. Wheeler Ford in Cordell, your kind of dealership. And we need an experienced technician. Call us at 580-832-3313.
My name is Jordan Benway, and I'm a proud graduate of Altus High School. When deciding where to start my college education, I wasn't sure where to begin. After searching and realizing that the option to stay in my hometown to receive an associate's degree at an affordable cost was available, I knew Western Oklahoma State College was the place for me. With over 20 degree programs, schedules that fit your needs, there is an option for everyone. Call 580-477-2000 or visit wsc.edu to get started today. Your future starts here.
CK Energy makes every customer an owner of the business. Unlike other electric utilities, CK Energy exists to make sure your needs are always met, not to make a profit. And since CK Energy is locally owned and operated, CK Energy is always there with you, reinvesting in your community. That's why in an electric cooperative, the people have the power. Committed to our members and the communities we serve, that's part of the CK Energy commitment.